public and private schools. Okay.
So on that note, guys,
thank you.
I would say that thank you for tuning in to the youth of the 242.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
It's What's Trending with Jimenita Swain and the Bahama Beauty. At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, from Studio A. It all starts right now.
Welcome to a very special edition of What's Trending. It's Wednesday, December 3rd. I'm Ianthea Ferguson, and the vibes are high, the energy is sweet. And listen, today isn't just any show day. Today, we're celebrating my birthday. I have officially entered the 4th floor. And if the set looks a little brighter today, it's because the birthday glow is real. So grab your confetti, warm up your singing voices, and let's kick off the celebration in true What's Trending style. Coming up in today's show, it wouldn't be a proper birthday celebration without sharing a little bit more about myself. I'll be revealing a few of my favorite things, from my must-haves to little items that bring joy throughout my day. And I have 2 special friends joining me on set to help me navigate turning the big 4-0. We're getting personal, fun, and fabulously festive. Then it's lights, camera, action. Reporter and media personality Chet Kincaid stops by to give us a peek behind life from the scenes and the big red carpet. We're getting all the scoop on the celebrity buzz. And we're rolling in style with the rolling pin. Lene Fowler is here to bring us some festive sweet treats. Think eggnog and cookies. So grab your bubbly and celebrate with me. More What's Trending is up next.
During extensive sales missions in both New Jersey and New York, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable I. Chester Cooper, as well as Director General Latia Duncombe, highlighted the value of these respective markets.
Great energy here in New York. This is an exciting time for the Ministry of Tourism. New York, New Jersey is an important, essential market for stopover visitors to the Bahamas, combined about 15% of our overall stopover visitors. And therefore, it is important for us always to touch base with our travel trade partners. It's exciting that we are firstly oversubscribed today, but importantly, it sends a message that we have a very strong brand here in New York. We're making it easier for our guests to get to the islands of the Bahamas. We like to say sometimes it feels a world away, but it's really very close. Just off the coast of Miami, this message is resonating. 3-hour flight. We're launching a new LaGuardia Delta service. We have the major airlines, JetBlue, United, Delta, of course, servicing nonstop to the islands of the Bahamas. And this is exciting for us, and it's exciting for New York.
So our aim is to share information about the islands of the Bahamas, what's happening, what's new, places to go, things to do, and giving them a reason to continue to send more and more of their clients to the islands of the Bahamas. So this is the time. This is a show and tell. We share everything that we have to offer at the destination. What's new, what's trending, fun facts, hidden secrets throughout the entire 16 islands. We certainly speak about a lifetime of islands, and we remind them that it truly takes you a lifetime to enjoy the islands of the Bahamas.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I'm Michael Miller, and this is Tourism Today.
They say 40 is the new 20, and you know what? I wholeheartedly agree because I feel as youthful and vibrant as my 21-year-old self. I am so thankful to be here celebrating another birthday, a new year, a new decade with health, strength, my family, and now here with you guys. But to help me celebrate, I've brought two of my longtime best friends on set to help walk me through my entrance onto the 4th floor. Welcome to this side of What's Trending, Jiminy Sweet.
And happy birthday.
Thank you, and Corbell.
Happy birthday. It's great to be
Thank you so
here.
much. So Jimmy, I'll start with you, and then Corbell, you can chime in and pop in. So I finally ascended to the 4th floor. What can I expect up here?
Boy, some things may creak. You know, like your back. You may throw that little lazy-ish, bending on the ass up with the trunk. You know, moving around with your chin, doing. I'd be like, oh, that's my back.
The knees then start, so I believe you there.
Okay, well, let's hope let's hope the back take a little while longer. But yeah. What you say, Corbell? You agree or disagree?
Listen, I feel awkward about giving you advice because you're always so stylish with everything that you do. So I think you are just going to change the whole view of 40.
Okay.
But the eyes may,
The eyesight.
Yes.
I am already a glasses.
Familiar. She is familiar. She knows. She has
Already a glasses girl.
Out of nowhere, that kind of becomes an issue. But
So any advice as I navigate 40?
I would say just like live it up and enjoy every moment. I think this is where you really feel, that confidence that they talk about. And also, I guess some discipline along with it too, to know, like, no is right for you, yes is right for you. I know when to use each, you know what I mean?
I love that. And I know something you said earlier this year when we were talking, 2 words, let them.
Let them is correct.
Is that the kind of peace? I look forward to at 40.
Yes, I think 40 is that peaceful moment where you are sure your no is no.
Yeah.
And that's a period after the no.
Yeah.
Guarding your peace becomes more important. So you ain't fussing with nobody. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
And I know you know how to do that very, very well.
Yeah.
It just becomes more well, you know?
I was in my 30s the other day. But I have noticed over like the last couple of weeks and months, like the piece is just, it's so evident now. I'm like, I don't even care. I'm not even stressing.
The things that used to bother you, Trust me, it's like, okay, you may be momentarily annoyed, but it's like, you know what, I can save that energy for something else.
So has 40 been your 20? Like you felt like revived, renewed, re-energized?
I can't remember 20. I mean,
it ain't been that long for now.
It's like these things are like a blur. But,
yes.
It came, and it kind of came quickly. Because physically you don't feel that, like, you're expecting to feel it. It's like you say you're 40 and you're like, well, I don't know how you're supposed to feel at 40. And so, but you're 40.
You're 40. Well, there's that. Well, I am looking forward to more things, more life, more health, and showering myself with some of my favorite things. And speaking of, let me see how well you guys know me. If you can guess some of my favorite items, I have them here. So this one over here, she walks into the room before I do. She is bold. She is colorful. Anyone want to take a guess as to who she is?
I'll
go.
Lipstick.
Yes.
Lipstick. That's the most thing I thought about.
This is the stickers. But you know what?
Okay.
You are right.
That's the next thing.
Right.
That's the next
Where
thing.
is it?
Because this is what you associate with you. I mean, honestly.
A good, bold, red lippy.
Yes.
And my other favorite thing, one of them, I'm sorry, but I just can eat my Snickers here and there. Now, the last one, Jimmy, can you guess?
I would not have remembered this one. I would not have.
Listen, you stay in the sweets family.
Yeah,
Which
I'm a
Which
sweet
one?
girl. So it's dark. It's very potent.
And I know you ain't a cherry Pepsi
She
girl.
is so good when she's cold. Like, so good. It is a Coca-Cola soda. Listen, after a long day, a Coca-Cola gets me right for the rest of the night.
Wow.
You guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For celebrating 40 with me with our strawberry sparkly cider.
Yeah.
Cheers to the 4th floor.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you. Well, we've got one more of my favorite things later in the show. But up next, a Bahamian making big moves in entertainment. He's talked to the biggest stars, walked the hottest premieres, and has all the Hollywood secrets. Our Bahamian Footprints feature is next. Thank you, guys.
Hi, I'm Brent Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales here at CBS Bahamas. When it comes to hardware or home improvement items, we guarantee the lowest prices. That's our price match guarantee. If you find anything we sell for a lower price anywhere in the Bahamas, let us know about it. We will beat that price. We want your business. Shop at CBS Bahamas or cbsbahamas.com.
Wait, where you grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all day large, one topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, VAT included, but.
I need the $10 special plate.
How many of them would you like?
20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, boy.
Diet-friendly special.
Of my favorite things are sweet treats, from pineapple tart to cornbread, and as you saw a little bit earlier, a good old Snickers bar. But it's the holidays, and I also love holiday treats. So joining me in studio today is Lene Fowler from the Rolling Pin to help me whip up a little festive drink a little later and to introduce me to her very popular Biscoff cookies. I am so excited about that, Lene. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Anthea.
But first, let's talk all things the Rolling Pin. What made you want to start this business? Are you a self-taught baker or are you classically trained?
So I would say it started from I was a kid, and most kids would watch cartoons. I was always in front of the TV with my grandmother watching Ina Garten, as most people would know, Barefoot Contessa.
Yes.
But I am classically trained, but I drew my inspiration from my grandmother for sure. She was a homemaker. She made guava jam, fruit cakes, all the holiday treats. So I decided to go to college. So I attended the illustrious University of the Bahamas, and that afforded me a lot of opportunities in that I competed in the US. I also spent a few days in Italy actually preparing Italian cuisine in a kitchen in Umbria, so that was really exciting. So really, really happy to have been classically trained by some of the top-notch professionals in that industry.
Okay, and now that made you want to do the Rolling Pin. So when did the Rolling Pin get started?
So the Rolling Pin would have started around 2017, October 2017. I was actually employed, and then I fell ill, so I was like, I'm already at home on bed rest. I may as well just whip up what I've already know and love, and I decided to go ahead and present the idea to my grandmother, and we started together pretty much. So she was really, really excited to help me and just give me tips, tricks, and a lot of family recipes as well.
So talk me through the Rolling Pin's menu, because I looked at your Instagram page and you have everything from chocolate-covered strawberries. I see cake, I see cookies, donuts. I'm telling the menu myself, but tell me what else is on that menu.
I do like a lot of everything. So you would see charcuterie, because I love a good charcuterie board. So I provide those as well. I am known for my pumpkin rolls around this time of year, so I enjoy making that. But my ultimate favorite thing I would have to say is birthday cakes, especially for kids. Being a mom now, I love making treats for my son's class, and I love making dainty girls cakes as well.
Awesome. And what's like your most popular items that people just can't stop purchasing?
Definitely the chocolate cake and the pumpkin roll.
Pumpkin roll sounds good.
Yeah, I love a good cream cheese and spice, so definitely the pumpkin roll.
And now we're into the holiday season, and so talk to me about some of your holiday items. Anything new on the menu? What can we expect?
So you can expect a lot of holiday flavors, a lot of spices. So you can think cardamom, cinnamon, nutmeg, all the things, and a little bit of booze this year. So you'll have some boozy eggnog on the menu this year, so I'm really, really excited to add that to this lineup.
So I know a lot of people, when we think holiday pastries and sweet treats, we always go to our guava duff and our, you know, traditionally Bahamian items. What would you advise us to put on our tables this year? Something different, something new?
Something new for sure, but you can also keep it traditional in that, for example, I'm offering a brioche bun, but instead of using my cardamom for the Bahamian flair, I would say a guava brioche bun would be the ultimate Bahamian spread to add to your table this holiday season.
Okay, and what does that do? Like, where do we eat that? At the beginning of our meal, middle, at the end?
I'm not one to watch, so it could be the beginning before the meal or after, but it's definitely a dessert-centric dish that I think everyone would enjoy.
And you talk a lot about your grandmother. I know for a lot of us, you know, when we do what we do and do what we love, we always get our inspiration from our grandparents. Talk to me about what she's meant to this journey for you.
She's meant a lot. So I have 12 cousins, so we would always spend every holiday, whether it's Easter, cutting the crosses in the hot cross buns, or just helping her like the bowl at the end. So she has really heavily influenced my journey, my culinary journey for sure. Being a homemaker, she has really influenced my journey in terms of just wanting to know how to run a business. She's really analytical in her finances, so knowing how to run a business and knowing how to put out expertly prepared goods every time.
Awesome. And so what do you have up next for the Rolling Pin? I know you are going to be showcasing at a pop-up this weekend, so tell us about that.
So this Saturday, I'm very excited to announce that I will be a vendor at the 4th annual Bahamas Chamber of Commerce event in conjunction with the SBDC. So you can expect the kitty corners, treats, music, prizes. So come out early to get prizes. There's like flat screen televisions, gadgets, and all the things. So we will be there from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. this coming Saturday.
And what's on your pop-up menu?
So my pop-up menu is the Biscoff that actually went pretty crazy on Monday when I did a little pre-tease. So Biscoff cookie for sure, chocolate chip brown butter, chocolate chip cookies, the brioche buns will be making their debut, as well as the boozy eggnog.
Okay, and so where do you see the Rolling Pin going? Where do you see it next? You know, you have a pop-up coming up this weekend, but how far do you see you taking this business? And who do you want to serve next?
Oh, that's a good question. I want to do storefront for sure. When the time is right and when everything is aligned, I definitely see myself in a storefront, but I also want it to be very kid-centric because I really enjoy kids events. So I can see a partnership possibly with, I don't know, a big kids event. I don't know, a big kids event for sure is in my head for the future for the Rolling Pin.
Well, the kids are gonna have to wait because I'm next in line. Lene, we've had a chance to chat, but after this break, we'll begin to prep for a delicious treat. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
If you would like to be a part of What's Trending, DM us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting TingsyBahamas.com.
It's a Holy Frosty Christmas, and Wendy's and Coke is bringing the chill. This year, when you upgrade any Wendy's combo to a large, you can instantly win big with the Upgrade and Win Christmas giveaway. We're talking travel gift cards, gadgets, holiday treats, and prizes that make your Holy Frosty Christmas shine. Just upgrade your favorite lunch combo, scan the QR code on your receipt to enter, and let the holiday magic begin. Enjoy great tasting food and win big this Christmas with Wendy's and Coca-Cola's Upgrade and Win. Rules and restrictions apply.
Bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding bang.
And now it's time to kick up the holiday flavor. We're going to mix our very own special eggnog, which is actually another thing on my favorites list. But let me tell you, Lene, I'm going to let you lead the way. Let me know what we're about to do about this boozy eggnog. Yes. All right, where do we start?
Okay, so first off, we have the pre-made eggnog. So this
You make this from scratch?
Yes, I do.
Ooh,
so
okay.
This has cinnamon, nutmeg, all the holiday flavors that I just spoke to you about.
Yes.
But I heard it's your birthday, so we're gonna make it boozy today, and we're gonna be adding some Hennessy. So we're gonna start by mixing. Let's get this opened up.
Okay, so we have some ice in our mixer.
Yes, and then we're gonna go on with
just a tad. Just a tad.
We're not getting crazy today.
Not today.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
And then we go in with our homemade eggnog.
Okay.
This we could go.
And we can use store-bought eggnog for this mixture as well.
Fine.
It's okay, but we should get it from you. Do you sell this actually?
I do.
Okay.
So this will be on the holiday menu.
Okay,
so
okay.
store-bought is fine, like African Tessa says. But
okay.
It'll do.
Homemade is better.
It'll do. So we just get a quick little shake here.
All right.
And we go in.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Guys, we're gonna cut that in.
Got you?
You got me.
All right.
So there we go.
One for me, and then one for you.
Thank you.
All right, let me go. It smells really good. Smells like Christmas Day.
Let's go.
Look at me, I ain't even wait the chairs with you. This is so good.
Okay, let's go.
The cinnamon, the nutmeg, it's not too overpowering. This is really good. A really good cold Christmas drink.
I love that.
And what can we pair this with?
Well, this will be perfect with the Biscoff,
With the
like I
cookies.
said, with the cookies. But it'll also be really good with the brioche because, like I said, the cardamom would really pull flavors from the nutmeg as well.
So if you were to describe this, to get this on Oprah's favorite things list, tell us what you would say to get this on her list.
So it definitely has like a nutty flavor because the butter is browned. And if you love Lotus Biscoff cookie on its own, you would definitely love this because this has Biscoff crumble inside. It has cookie butter, then it's drizzled with cookie butter, and it has the Biscoff on top, as well as some indulgent white cheesecake chips.
And we can pair this with our so I just go and grab one?
Go and grab one.
Let's go and grab one. Now, I heard you had a birthday surprise for me.
I do.
Okay.
So let's...
This smells so... Are these freshly baked? I feel like you just did this morning or something.
Literally today.
A couple hours ago. It is so soft and so moist. I love me a moist cookie. I don't like a hard, like a cracker biscuit
No,
style.
I love it to be nice and chewy.
I think it's really good. This is so good. I get the hints of Biscoff in there. I get your cinnamons and your... all those nice spices, those holiday spices in there. You want to eat one with me?
Megan, when you sing happy birthday to you first.
Happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
I got you to sing on camera.
Happy birthday, Darianthea. Happy birthday to you.
Yay.
And you're going to make a wish. Good.
There we
now
go.
we could have it together.
Cheers. This is so good. Is this your favorite cookie on your menu right now?
I am biased, so yeah. It's my favorite cookie at the moment.
Now, you said this went crazy on Monday. Like, what happened? Someone tasted it or something?
So
I just saw a photo.
I literally was recipe testing, and I posted, and I was like, guys, this is gonna be at the Retreat Gardens on Saturday, come out. And then I was like, I have extra dough, like, what can I do with it? So I bake fresh every time I bake. So I put them in the oven, and they were like, do you have any more Biscoff? Like, where can we get it?
They were DMing you?
They were DMing me. I put up a little call to action, DM me, and they were sold out in about 20 minutes.
I'm gonna dunk this now in my
dipper
eggnog. This is pure fat girl Christmas
You don't count
enjoyment.
calories in December.
That is really good.
That is
And I
really
get a
good.
taste of everything in there, like nothing's missing. Everything comes together so beautifully.
Exactly.
And again, you said you're popping up on the weekend.
At the Retreat Gardens,
Give us that
10 a.m.
menu.
to 6
Give us those
p.m.
details while I finish off my cookie.
So we will be at the Retreat Gardens on Saturday at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can expect the boozy eggnog, the Biscoff cookie for sure, brown butter chocolate chip cookies, and then, like I said, the brioche buns will be making their debut. So I'm really excited for everybody to come out and try them and win some prizes.
So what, share with us your Christmas wish this year? Like, what are you hoping for this festive, holiday, joyful season?
For everyone to have a really good time with family, and I pray that everyone gets their heart's desires, whatever that may look like for you this holiday season and beyond.
And some of these?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Notice it for sure.
All right, so that is this Saturday, December the 6th at the Retreat?
Correct, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
All right, you guys, well, what a delicious way to celebrate my birthday, Lene. Thank you so much for the tastiest birthday gift. Stay with us. More What's Trending is up next. This is so good.
Diet-friendly special.
Got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rentokil Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
Bahamas, let's go! The 7th Caribbean Baseball Cup hits the Andre Rogers Stadium December 3rd to the 8th. Watch Team Bahamas as they battle Curacao, the Dominican Republic, U.S. Virgin Island, and St. Martin. Games start at 3 p.m. and tickets are on sale now. Bring the noise, bring the pride to the Caribbean Baseball Cup. Be there.
This holiday season, the music of Christmas comes alive with the Royal Bahamas Police Force Band at the annual Christmas Beat Retreat. Experience festive melodies, vibrant performances, and the proud tradition of one of the nation's most beloved bands. It's the Royal Bahamas Police Force Band's annual Christmas Beat Retreat, Sunday, December 14th at 4 p.m. live, right here on the ZNS Television Network, and live streaming on our Facebook and YouTube platforms.
We've got new guests, new stories, new vibes, and yes, a few surprises we're keeping wrapped up tighter than a Christmas gift under the tree. Just know you'll want to be front and center for it all. From birthday surprises and favorite things to red carpet realness and ending things off with eggnog and cookies. Today's show.
Happy birthday to you.
A beautiful treat.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
We hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you so much for being here with us and having a great time.
Yes. This is a surprise. This is a surprise. Don't be like my family.
Today, I don't think either of it could be Corbell, because Corbell took so long to cooperate and do it.
Let's like. We don't have a lighter? It's okay. It's okay.
The lighter is not cooperating with us.
That's
we can try one more time. We can try one more time, because you know you need some sparkle for the pink feathers. Yes, we're going to try again.
Y'all.
The lighter we're going
And she had some matches.
Okay, come on.
There you go, let's try it.
Yeah, we get some matches over.
This was
very good.
Y'all got a whole cake?
We got a whole cake.
Thank y'all so much.
You know, Bahama Beauty, make sure you're straight today, so make sure shout out to Bahama Beauty. Sparkle in the place.
I have the best team, y'all.
Happy birthday.
My producers, Davina, Ashley, Jimanita, Corbell, Aiken, everybody. I see when they start calling names and you don't call someone.
Everybody.
So the directors, Karen, Jeroen, Theron, all you guys on Prompter, thank y'all so much for making this birthday extra special.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank
now
you.
Now who's getting the first piece of cake?
Now you see, don't be like my turn. Thank you guys so much. This is amazing. Thank y'all so much.
All right.
Don't forget to connect with us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS. You already know here on What's Trending. Every day feels like a party. I'm Anthea Ferguson. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at stories making news tonight. The state of healthcare takes center stage in parliamentary proceedings. Also, a new layer of enforcement to strengthen the immigration laws. And a major fine levied against the Brooklyn Bridge barge. We have the details.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Our professionals are doing their best, but there's only so much even the most skilled and committed workers can do with aging infrastructure.
The Prime Minister addressing the state of healthcare in Grand Bahama. Good evening, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. The nation's leader says Grand Bahama is finally getting the critical support it has long needed, with work steadily advancing on the new multi-million-dollar Freeport Health Campus. Jolanda Thompson-Everest has tonight's top story.
It's a promise made and a promise being kept for Grand Bahama to have a new state-of-the-art hospital. As you can see behind me, a foundation and structure is visible. In the House of Assembly this morning, Prime Minister Philip Davis says that progress on this site is critical for Grand Bahama's healthcare sector.
We all agree that the people of Grand Bahama have lived too long without a modern, resilient healthcare facility capable of withstanding disasters and meeting the needs of a growing community. Our professionals are doing their best, but there's only so much even the most skilled and committed workers can do with aging infrastructure that was never designed for modern demands and systems that were never built for the volume of patients who rely on them today.
The Freeport Hospital will be built in 3 phases, with the first phase being a 60,000-foot clinic, followed by an inpatient surgical suite, urgent care facility in the second phase, and an acute care hospital with 126 inpatient beds in the third phase.
The Freeport Health Campus is already underway to provide accessible, quality care on an island where it is desperately needed. It is a shame that it has taken as long as it has for successive governments to take this important step to improve healthcare in Grand Bahama. Fortunately, real progress has been made toward changing the reality of healthcare in Grand Bahama.
During his contribution, the Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Michael Darwell, gave more insight into the funding allocated for the new hospital.
This CIBC loan funding also captured funding for the Freeport Health Campus. But I'm pleased to report that recent capital injection into the project at the Freeport Health Campus has boosted construction speed. The design drawings are now moving more rapidly, including the purchase of the necessary long lead items. And I was so happy when I was told that more than 125 construction workers are actually on the site doing work to expedite the project in Grand Bahama.
The $210 million project located off East Sunrise Highway has already completed its first phase, and both the Prime Minister and Minister of Health say they anticipate meeting the facility's completion date in 2026. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
Thanks, Yolanda. In other news, a bill targeting criminal networks engaged in migrant smuggling, enforcing stiffer penalties on those who organize and profit from moving people illegally across borders. The Director of Communications in the Office of the Prime Minister is setting the record straight tonight after the smuggling of migrants bill received some pushback. More details in this report.
For the first time in our history, this bill creates a clear crime for migrant smuggling.
Director of Communication in the Office of the Prime Minister, Latrey Ramming, says the government is adding a new layer of enforcement to strengthen the Immigration Act through the Smuggling of Migrants bill. He says currently prosecutors are forced to piece together charges from the Penal Code, customs and immigration laws. An approach, he says, misses many of the methods used by organized smuggling networks.
This bill closed that gap. It gave prosecutors and law enforcement a sharp, modern tool to go after the people who organize, finance, and profit from illegal migration.
Under the bill, Ramming says individuals caught smuggling illegal migrants can face serious penalties. On summary conviction, fines up to $100,000 or up to 7 years in prison or both. And on conviction of information, fines up to $200,000 or up to 10 years behind bars.
Some people say it makes illegal entry legal. That is false. Some people say it gives status or citizenship. That too is false. What this bill really does is simple. It keeps our Immigration Act in place, it keeps deportation in place, and it adds a tougher new crime of migrant smuggling on top, with heavy fines, long prison terms, and the power to take away the assets used to commit the crime.
According to Ramming, the Smuggling of Migrants bill is aimed directly at the leaders of the smuggling rings. The intent to punish the smugglers, not those who are smuggled, while keeping the Immigration Act and Penal Code fully enforced.
Those who are smuggled will still be charged for illegal entry, for illegal landing, overstaying, and for fake documents. But they are not charged for the act of being smuggled itself, as internationally they are viewed as victims of these crimes. However, let me be clear, they will be deported. Illegal entry remains illegal. Overstaying remains illegal.
In news from Abaco, environmental officials have confirmed that the owners of the Brooklyn Bridge barge looted after running aground off Abaco will be fined $20,000 for damaging a coral reef. An environmental assessment found a portion of the reef near Nunjack Key was harmed when the barge drifted onto it earlier last month after its tow line snapped in rough weather. The barge became a national spectacle when dozens of residents used small boats to board the vessel and force open containers. Minister of Environment giving an update during his contribution in the House of Assembly today.
The ministry's initial assessment documented widespread damage, including broken coral fragments on the seafloor, shattered reef structures, and areas where the reef was scraped down to bare limestone. The damage caused by the tow line dragging across the reef, the barge resting directly on the coral, and debris that fell from the vessel caused extensive damage. The ministry has determined that continued monitoring and further assessment will be necessary to determine the precise restoration needs and to guide any required legal or remedial actions.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Stay with us. There's more news when we come back.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this month's business.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
It's Christmas time at Grand Bahama Tiles with 5 days of savings you don't want to miss. Starting this Saturday, November 29th, get 25% off all tiles in stock. Then on Monday, December 1st, savings drop to 24% off. Ending Thursday, December 4th with 21% off. The early bird really catches the worm this Christmas as savings drop each day. Hurry down for early Christmas savings at Grand Bahama Tiles. Call them at 352-7920.
This holiday season, downtown Freeport comes alive. The Ministry for Grand Bahama invites you to Holidays in the City Christmas Festival and tree lighting on Saturday, December 6th, starting at 6 p.m. Bring the family for food, entertainment, free face painting, and Christmas stockings for the kids, and the lighting of the Christmas tree. Save the date, Holidays in the City, downtown Freeport, Saturday, December 6th, presented by the Ministry for Grand Bahama. Don't miss it. Tickets are on sale now for Festival Noel, Grand Bahama's most popular Christmas event. Make sure you get yours early. Festival Noel was sold out last year, and you don't want to miss the 30th celebration. See you this Friday.
The Retired Nurses of Grand Bahama and the Northern Region presents a grand gospel Christmas concert December 7th at 6 p.m. at Jubilee Cathedral, featuring the legendary Cooling Waters and more. Tickets are just $20 in advance. Don't miss this uplifting Christmas celebration.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Knowing where to go for medical care can save time and keep you healthy. Schedule a visit at Lucayan's Family Care for your primary care needs like annual checkups, preventive care, and management of ongoing conditions like diabetes or hypertension. It's also the right place for minor issues that can wait a few days or for follow-up appointments. Choose our urgent care for injuries or illnesses that need a quick attention but are not life-threatening, like cuts, sprains, or sudden sickness when your doctor isn't available. It's also the best option after hours or on weekends. Go to the emergency room for life-threatening situations like severe chest pain, loss of consciousness, major injuries, or signs of a heart attack or stroke. LFCC Urgent Care, available now. No appointments needed. Evenings, weekends, and holidays. Visit us at number 8 Seahorse Road, Lucayan Shopping Center, or call 688-LFCC.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Tonight, a young pastor is sharing how faith shaped his life through childhood, illness, and rejection. From humble beginnings in Andros to answering a call to ministry. He says every challenge was part of a greater plan. Our Sherelle Dames tells the story in this week's segment of Defying the Odds.
Come on, everybody, open up your mouth and bless the name of the Lord. I know you had a long day, but you're in the house of the Lord. Come on, open up your mouth.
Pastor Glenn knows firsthand what it means to let pain push you forward. Long before he stood behind a pulpit, he learned those lessons on the island of Andros, where his early years shaped a grateful heart and a humble start.
When I moved to Freeport,
I didn't even realize how, relatively poor we were. But we were rich because we had each other. So I think Andres kind of gave me an attitude of gratitude.
But even in those simple days, life would quickly teach him how fragile everything could be. As a little boy, he faced a medical scare that would change how he saw God and his own future.
They found that I had 2 holes in my heart. Wow. Yes, at the age, I think it was around age 8. And I remember leaving Andres, going to the Princess Margaret Hospital, not knowing what's going to become of my life. I told God, I said, God, if you heal me, I'll serve you for the rest of my life.
That experience marked him, but it wouldn't be the last time he faced a moment that shook his confidence. Years later, as an adult, he found himself on a different kind of struggle, one that tested his sense of worth and his hope for a new beginning.
I remember when I came out of high school, trying to find a job, all these things, but just everything was downhill for me. Like nothing was happening for me. I finally got a job. And it wasn't even the best job, but it was a job. And he called me and he said, today's my last day. I said, what? What did I do? He said, put the shirt on my desk and get out of my office.
Still, even in the middle of loss, something in him was quietly being rebuilt. And as he started to lean into that inner strength, he began to recognize a calling that had been pursuing him all along.
It wasn't until I stopped and submitted totally to the plan of God for my life. Like, I just shut down. I said, God, okay, I know. Whatever you do with me, you do with me.
And as that calling grew clearer, so did his understanding of purpose. He says the journey isn't all about having all the answers. It's about trusting the one who guides it, even when the path doesn't match the picture you had in mind.
This is not a competition. You got to wake up every day and run your race with the grace that God has given you. Yes. And the thing about that is that sometimes your race looks like failure, sounds like failure. Matter of fact, sometimes there is failure in that race. Yeah. But there is grace for that race. That's the one thing I would always tell people, run your race. You're not in competition with anybody. You're not trying to impress anybody but God. You're trying to hear good job or well done.
Because sometimes defying the odds isn't about a life without struggle. It's about a faith that rises in spite of it. And when that faith moves, even mountains don't stand a chance. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Sherelle Dames.
What an inspiring piece there with Pastor Glenn. Always an inspiration there from him.
Certainly.
Well, that's a look at stories making news. Jay, what's happening in sports?
Coming up in sports, our national... You played baseball, Enrico. Our national baseball team will be... Red Sox, Yankees, Marlins.
Freeport.
Our baseball team will be in action this entire week playing the Caribbean Championships. A few grand behemoths made the national team, Enrico.
All right, that's coming your way next after the break. Stay tuned.
In healthcare, precision isn't optional. It's life-saving. One wrong reading can lead to the wrong treatment. Using uncalibrated equipment means risking misdiagnosis, mistreatment, and unnecessary grief. That's where Livy Calibrations comes in. Trusted, accurate, and 100% Bahamian owned. From ECGs to fume hoods, defibrillators to patient monitors, we calibrate them all, on-site, with careful precision. Livy Calibration. Trusted results, reliable service, uncompromising accuracy. Book your calibration today, because in medical care, there is no room for error.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Come shop for what's essential and what's aesthetically pleasing for your home at Bullets Plumbing and Seasons Home Decor. At Bullets Plumbing, you'll find a great selection of bathtubs, stylish pedestals, vanities, faucets and toilets, water heaters, pipes, fittings and repair parts. Then make it a one-stop venture. Outfit and accessorize your home with beautiful items from Seasons Home Decor. Silk flowers and vases, rugs, shower curtains and pillows, candle holders, and delightful wall art. All at Bullets Plumbing and Seasons Home Decor, West Atlantic Drive. Telephone 808-3900 or 825-2700. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Flash Fridays are back. Join the celebration November 28th, December 5th, and December 12th. 3 Fridays of big savings, special deals, and holiday fun. Shop local, save big, and support Grand Bahama. For details, visit events.gbpa.com.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Lighthouse International Ministry invites you to the 16th church anniversary services December 3rd through the 7th. The theme, A Ready Church. Services nightly at 7, climaxing Sunday at 11 a.m. at Angela's Beauty Plaza on Coral Road.
It's Christmas time at Grand Bahama Tiles with 5 days of savings you don't want to miss. Starting this Saturday, November 29th, get 25% off all tiles in stock. Then on Monday, December 1st, savings drop to 24% off. Ending Thursday, December 4th with 21% off. The early bird really catches the worm this Christmas as savings drop each day. Hurry down for early Christmas savings at Grand Bahama Tiles. Call them at 352-7920.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. Top in sports, boxing leaders throughout the Bahamas gathered on Grand Bahama for a conclave to chart the way forward for the sport for the rest of the year ahead. The newly formed Remembering the Great also honored 10 Grand Bahamian boxers legends that has been instrumental in the development of boxing over the years.
This is one of the things we want to do every year, but we started with 10 and we'll continue down the road with the others who have made such a tremendous contribution to nation building through boxing with the youth of our nation, especially those in Grand Bahama.
Grand Bahamas produce a lot, so it is our honor to come down here and honor those men who have given so much, and it's a proud moment for us.
Next in sports, the Bahamas baseball national team is set to compete this week at the Caribbean Baseball Cup in New Providence at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium. Team Bahamas will take on Dominican Republic on Friday at 7 p.m. and again on Saturday at 7 p.m. versus Curacao. The 2-4-2 will close out play on Sunday versus St. Martin. Switching gears now in sports, primary school girls basketball scores on Tuesday. Walter Parker defeated Freeport Primary 8-2, and Tabernacle got the win against Maurice Moore 12-0. Now to the big leagues in basketball. VJ Edgecombe and the Sixers was victorious versus the Washington Wizards 121-102 on Tuesday night. Edgecombe making his way back to the lineup after an injury scored 9 points in the win in 24 minutes. Also, Buddy Hield and the Warriors was also in action on Tuesday night against the red-hot OKC Thunder. The Warriors lost 112-124 to drop to 11-11 on the season. Hield finished the game with 13 points on 4 of 15 shooting from the field. And that's your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Ever wonder what all those dates mean on your food? Let's clear that up. First up, expiry date. This is the one you want to pay attention to. After this date, food may not be safe to eat. Time to say goodbye, yogurt. Next, best by date. This is about quality, not safety. Food is still not may be good at this date, but it won't taste as fresh when it's new. And finally, sell by date. This is just for the stores. It tells them when to pull it off the shelf. It doesn't mean your food is bad. It just means it's time to start shopping for a new batch. Know your date? Keep your food fresh. Stay fresh. Stay smart.
Remember to check your date and use your senses. Fresh foods, fresh life.
Christmas time at Grand Bahama Tiles with 5 days of savings you don't want to miss. Starting this Saturday, November 29th, get 25% off all tiles in stock. Then on Monday, December 1st, savings drop to 24% off. Ending Thursday, December 4th with 21% off. The early bird really catches the worm this Christmas as savings drop each day. Hurry down for early Christmas savings at Grand Bahama Tiles. Call them at 352-7920.
Strength isn't claimed, it's built. At Heroic Concrete, every block is made with purpose. Crafted to protect, poured to endure. From ready-mix to premium 8-inch blocks, we supply the strength our nation needs. Proudly made in Grand Bahama, built for hurricanes, built for legacy. Creating products to bring value to our lives and strength to our future. Call 820-4376 or email sales@heroicgrouplimited.com.
In the heart of Grand Bahama, near a beach, near a hill, the Grinch was at it again, plotting with skill. This year, I'll stop Christmas for sure. No carols, no cheer, no lights, no more. Holidays in the city? They'll never see me coming. I'll snatch every present. Not a single bell will be drumming. But just as he prepared to ruin the day, a message popped up and stopped him midway.
This year, come join the cheer. Holidays in the city is finally here. December 6th, mark that date. Downtown Freeport, don't be late.
Wait, what's this I see? Music, Junkanoo and Bahamian treats, and even better, the entrance is free. The Grinch knew what had to be done. His heart had grown 3 sizes. Alas, Christmas had won.
Starting at 6, the fun begins with music, food, and joyful grins. Bring your family, friends, and holiday zeal. This Christmas is one you cannot steal.
So mark your calendars and join the cheer. Holidays in the City is the event of the year. December 6th, music, food, and family fun. Presented by the Ministry for Grand Bahama. Even the Grinch isn't missing this one.
You're #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for tuning in.
And I'm Jay Philippe.
The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
I got into broadcasting because I like to give.
Hey, that's my cab.
Sometimes I found myself hurting from giving too much.
Fire these people. But it's Christmas.
Bah humbug.
I'm the ghost. I'm the ghost of Christmas present.
I had a funny feeling.
I can't get the antlers glued onto this little guy.
Have you tried Staples?
Don't you dare. He's so happy, but so toy.
She may be due for a raise.
Maybe?
Yeah, probably. Oh, I'm having the weirdest day.
It's never too late. You can always change if you want to.
For a couple of hours out of the whole year, we are the people that we always hoped we would be.
Coming up, amidst everlasting cheer, top long-distance runners battle in Barbados. Regional trade gets an additional boost. Relief continues to flow into Jamaica. It's all next on this station.
News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the government seeks approval for a major healthcare infrastructure loan. Hear the argument for ditching incremental expansions and a Band-Aid approach. Plus, pushing boundaries. The Prime Minister throws out a challenge to the movers and shakers of the local tourism sector. And an historic village here in New Providence rocked by tragedy. We have the details of the country's latest homicide. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. The Davis administration today moved a resolution in the lower chamber that will see the government secure funding for a new hospital in Western New Providence, a facility the Prime Minister says is critically needed, and the time to do it, he affirms, is now. Corvell Pyfrom starts us off tonight. Corvell?
And McCushel, the Prime Minister, in no uncertain terms, told his parliamentary colleagues today the time for a debate about a new hospital is over. His message, the government is moving ahead with securing the funding to do so. And you can infer from his words to either get in line or be on the wrong side of history.
It's time for a reality check on those who keep pretending that the slow, incremental changes that have been going on for many years will ever be sufficient. Well, Madam Speaker, the decision has been made. The decision has been made. New Providence is getting a new hospital, and we are securing the funding for that hospital today.
Prime Minister Davis says the government will borrow from the China Export-Import Bank more than $200 million to construct a new hospital on Propole Tract in New Providence. Though specifics about the loan were not given in the House of Assembly Wednesday, Mr. Davis seemed emphatic. This needed to be done.
Issues with healthcare are many and deep-rooted in systems and philosophies that no longer serve the needs of our 21st century Bahamas. We can no longer accept, no longer tolerate an outdated healthcare models that have been in place for far too long.
And to bolster his case, he spoke directly to the collective pains of the Bahamian people.
Every Bahamian recognizes the urgent need to expand access to healthcare and improve the quality of healthcare services throughout our islands.
Constructing this new facility, announced more than a year ago, has been among the Davis administration's key priorities. Its completion, says Health Minister Dr. the Honorable Michael Darville, now inevitable.
There's no doubt in my mind that on completion of this hospital,
It will serve the country well for many years to come and improve clinical outcomes for patients, help to reduce the country's infant mortality rate, and will address outpatient overloads at both of our public tertiary healthcare facilities.
And Ms. Makushla, Mr. Davis saying that it is time to ditch incremental expansions and this, quote, Band-Aid approach. Makushla?
Well, thanks, Corvell. Also coming out of the House of Assembly news that an initial assessment has been completed following the grounding of the Brooklyn Bridge barge of Abaco last month. Now, speaking to the findings this morning, Environment and Natural Resources Minister, the Honorable Zane Lightbourne, confirmed that there was extensive physical damage to the impacted reef when the chain connecting the tugboat to the barge snapped, leaving the vessel to drift out of control and run aground. In its wake, divers found broken coral fragments, shattered reef structures, and areas where the reef was reduced to limestone.
Under the Environmental Planning and Protection Act, the barge owner will be fined and will be responsible to bear all costs associated with restoration. Although immediate replacement of lost coral is not possible, significantly or scientifically guided intervention can significantly enhance recovery, reduce erosion, and help compensate for ecological loss.
This morning's House agenda also included the swearing in of a new member. Just over a month after resigning as a senator, Darren Pickstock was sworn in following his victory at the polls in the November 24th by-election in the Golden Isles constituency, a seat left vacant following the sudden death of PLP MP Vaughn Miller.
I, Darren Pickstock, do swear that I have no knowledge of any cause or impediment why I am not capable of sitting and voting as a member of the House of Assembly of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas for any constituency within the same, according to the tenor and true meaning of the Constitution and the Parliamentary Elections Act, or any enactment amending or replacing the same. So help me God.
Well, welcoming the Golden Isles MP to the lower chamber, Prime Minister the Honourable Philip Davis and Opposition Leader Michael Pintard.
It was not easy, but he overcame. And this is the story of the Bahamian. This is the Bahamian story, yes. The Bahamian dream, where persons don't have to be limited by their circumstance. It's not how you start, it's how you end. And between starting and where you are, if you put in the work, and you stay steady, ensure that God is always in your life, you will succeed. And I hold him up again as an example to what we can do and be in this country.
It is an important point that a number of us hail from public schools, and I think this is a good opportunity to send a message to many of our young people who believe that very little come out of the public school system, and it's absolutely not true. Your election is, again, a continued part of that message that, notwithstanding where one starts out, you have the capacity to achieve great things.
Well, outside the House of Assembly, as the government moves to tighten legislation to address the whole vexing issue of the smuggling of migrants, there's some pushback from pundits who see the bill as an open invitation to illegal migrants. Lloyd Allen reports on what the Coalition of Independents make of what's on the table.
It's consistent with the principle of non-refoulement. That has nothing to do with smuggling. That has to do with not being able to take someone home.
A show of solidarity on Wednesday as members of the Coalition of Independents, led by party leader Lincoln Bain, converged at Parliament to address a very important matter facing the country. It's a smuggling of migrants bill that they say addresses a number of issues, including asylum seekers, which in many cases could introduce concerns right here in the country.
If you do a bill where someone can land in your country and just say the word asylum, or because they were smuggled, that they will be allowed to stay, even if it's for a temporary basis, we can be taken over. All of the things that they are now trying to control in this bill is already controlled by the law. Every single act.
Payne also alleging the bill directly attempts to serve as an open-door policy for migrants.
The way the law presently is, a person who enters into the Bahamas not through a port of entry and not with the permission of an immigration officer enters illegally. But now that is being overridden by this bill.
Attorney General Senator the Honorable Ryan Pinder explaining the bill essentially creates a bullseye in prosecuting smugglers.
In order to bring any charges against a smuggler of migrants, you have to piece together different provisions of the Penal Code and the Customs Act and the Immigration Act. It's messy and it doesn't include all of the potential criminal violations. What this bill does, it strengthens the ability to prevent illegal migration into and out of the Bahamas of illegal migrants, of undocumented migrants, of unapproved migrants. So it's actually a bill to strengthen our provision.
Pinder adds that the passing of the bill will introduce stronger levels of anti-migrant laws.
To allow us to better prosecute, to allow us to have stiffer penalties and have a clear cause of action in the courts and in prosecutions on smuggling matters. If you would look at the clause, and it's clause 11, and I note that when Lincoln Bain put it out in the public domain, he did not put the entire clause out in the public domain, which is really an attempt to gaslight the Bahamian public, and it's not acceptable, frankly, and he deserves to be condemned for doing it.
The smuggling of migrants bill has so far been tabled but not debated in the House of Assembly. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Meantime, the Department of Immigration's tonight responding to claims of brutality towards a Haitian national, which has caused quite a stir in the Haitian community and on social media. With the details, we go now to our Leah Cooper.
Haitian national Fagan Laguerre's whereabouts has been a concern for the past 6 days. This as claims on social media that he was allegedly brutalized, reportedly revived twice, required multiple doctor's visits, including an MRI. Haitian Bahamian activist Louis Georges said he received calls from his family after Laguerre was taken into custody at the Carmichael Road Detention Center.
Primarily from his fiance who's in Haiti and his sister-in-law who's in New York. They would have expressed their concerns, crying over the phone, stating that reports that they're receiving is that he passed away. After much research, making a public post, receiving some phone calls afterwards, it would have been verified and confirmed that he was not deceased. And in fact, he was at the detention center.
Immigration Director Stephen LaRota confirms Laguerre was arrested on Sunday, November 23rd.
On Monday morning, he complained of some medical issues. He was taken to the detention center clinic where he was seen. The concerns could not be resolved at that point, and so EMS were called in. They looked at him, and in the abundance of caution, they took him to A&E for further review and assessment.
LaRota adds that Laguerre returned to the detention center that Monday and charged with overstaying on Tuesday. His fine was paid on Thursday and returned there on Thursday evening.
Somewhere on Saturday, we were not satisfied that his health was where it should be.
On the following Monday, LaRota says he was taken to Oak Tree Medical, where a third review was conducted and again determined that he was fit for travel.
None of the reports that I've seen from A&E or from Oak Tree is showing any kind of trauma or any kind of physical injury or anything to that effect.
Now, ZNS News has also obtained several medical documents supporting this statement. Louis Georges' claims, though, are quite the contrary.
The claims are being made that he was physically abused, both on the bus and at the detention center.
Director LaRota acknowledges the situation could have been handled differently.
We want to be transparent to the public, and we want them to understand that what we do, we don't do in darkness. We do everything according to law, according to international standards, and in best practice. And we do it safely, and we do it humanely.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Well, thanks, Leah. Coming up, the Prime Minister challenges hoteliers. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. That and more in a moment.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
The best Christmas memories aren't the ones posted, they're the ones that stay. So whether you're here for the original memes or spicy moments, gather round for the memories that truly matter. Share 8 juicy pieces of KFC chicken with your favorite sides and our new coconut dessert biscuits, a holiday treat made to share. Enjoy Christmas without a filter or dish duty, but with the moments that are full of flavor. KFC's Festive Feast, starting at $20. Finger licking good.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing no matter what.
It's a Holy Frosty Christmas, and Wendy's and Coke is bringing the chill. This year, when you upgrade any Wendy's combo to a large, you can instantly win big with the Upgrade and Win Christmas giveaway. We're talking travel gift cards, gadgets, holiday treats, and prizes that make your Holy Frosty Christmas shine. Just upgrade your favorite lunch combo, scan the QR code on your receipt to enter, and let the holiday magic begin. Enjoy great tasting food and win big this Christmas with Wendy's and Coca-Cola's Upgrade and Win. Rules and restrictions apply.
As an athlete, I've learned that success isn't built on extras. It's built on the essentials. Strength, discipline, smart choices. That's why I'm proud to partner with Bahama Health to introduce Essential 300. A comprehensive health insurance plan that's all about covering what truly matters. Essential 300 is Bahama Health's most affordable major medical plan for groups and individuals. It offers access to a specialized network of care with essential benefits like preventative services, because real strength starts with staying healthy. You may not be training for a race, but everyone deserves strong and affordable coverage with Essential 300. With Bahama Health, you can feel good about your health plan and protect what truly matters, your health.
For more information, call 396-1350 or visit www.bahamahealth.com.
This portion of the news is brought to you by the 7th Caribbean Baseball Cup Championship. Come out and support our athletes in action.
You're looking at a shot of the Edmund Spencer Moxie Park on Blue Hill Road, where last night a celebration complete with fireworks was held. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. Welcome back. A busy morning for the Prime Minister, who, before heading to Parliament, served as the keynote speaker at the Bahamas Hotel and Tourism Association's annual general meeting at the Bahama Resort. It's there that he challenged stakeholders in the hotel sector to work together and to use modern tools to build the tourism industry and ensure it remains sustainable. Prime Minister Davis cited tools like the Google Street View project that captures more than 2 million images across the country, helping potential visitors walk through the country's streets online.
Our official website now has an itinerary builder that makes multi-island travel easier. The digital immigration cards, the Sand Dollar, and the international app are making the trip smoother. My challenge to you, use these tools. Don't treat them as nice extras. Integrate them into your marketing plans, your guest communication, your staff training. If we want to be seen as a leader in tourism, we have to behave like one every day.
Now you can hear more of what the Prime Minister had to say to hoteliers in our 11 o'clock report. Well, we head far west to the historic Gambier Village, the backdrop of the country. As police tonight comb the community in search of clues, another family is left to make funeral arrangements. Leah Cooper has the story.
A family grapples with unbearable grief tonight as police work to piece together what led to a deadly stabbing that claimed the life of a man here in the capital. Officers say the incident unfolded early this morning along Fernando Road, rocking the quiet Gambier Village community.
Police responded and discovered an adult male in his early 30s and is a resident of the area with lacerations to the upper body.
Police didn't reveal much more, but loved ones in the area identified the victim as Kevin Poitier. Still trying to make sense of the tragedy, they told us Kevin was one who always stood for peace.
Any conflict will go on between us and our family. He'd be the only one who will intervene in a positive manner. You understand what I mean? And he's an artist, he's a good artist, and he's a cook. So what leads to this? I don't know.
Teary-eyed, another relative who asks for their voice to be distorted says they're still struggling to accept how Kevin's life was taken.
Shot right away. They killed him and just left him like nobody's child. He is somebody's son, somebody's brother, someone's uncle. He's somebody.
When asked what message they'd send to Kevin's killer, their response, raw and unfiltered.
I would say you're sick, you need help. Because it's not about him, it's about you. And it's sad because you have family, you have people too. He was someone's child, someone's brother. And karma, there's karma. No one go untouched.
Police say they're questioning a male in connection with the case, and they're urging anyone with information, no matter how small, to contact the Criminal Investigations Department. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Find your future with certificate courses from the University of the West Indies. Fast and affordable, our courses give you the skills to get hired, promoted, and ahead of the game. Choose project management, supervisory management, law for human resources, business and commercial law, and even technical skills like Canva design, web design, and computer repair and networking. Register now at global.uwi.edu/Bahamas or WhatsApp 456-6687. The University of the West Indies, Global Campus, the Bahamas.
Blessings gonna find me here.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home health care supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
A digital wave is making its mark across the Bahamas. From Grand Bahama to Anagua, Bahamians are embracing smarter ways to pay. The Pay Fast, Live Digital campaign, launched by the Central Bank of the Bahamas and the Clearing Banks Association, is bringing safe, fast, and convenient payment solutions to every island, from online banking to mobile wallets.
We had an incredible turnout, so it gave us an opportunity to have a conversation that they can also be a part of and appreciate.
Remember, people over 60 and around 60, the fear that you talk about, we understand, and we have persons to be able to assist with that.
I learned that digital banking is going to be one of the biggest ways that us as Bahamian kids will benefit in the future.
It has to start somewhere, and this is a good start.
We're empowering communities, one town hall at a time, for families, for businesses, for you. Let's live digital.
It was the night before Christmas. The stage was set. Big Bang arrived. The biggest yet. Fantasy 5 flashing. Those 5 balls glow. Quick draw. Lotto making winners flow. The island erupting. The cheers grew bigger. Santa laughed out loud. Our balls are bigger. From Moneyland's heart, the truth was clear. At Island Luck, winners live here.
It's an Island Luck Christmas. Joy's in the air. Jackpots are rising. Right there. There's luck everywhere. No snow on the ground. Just sunshine and cheer. It's an Island Luck Christmas. The best time of year.
Big Bang, December 20th. See you there.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
America's first ambassador to the Bahamas in nearly 15 years now in country. Though still ambassador-designate, Herschel Walker and his wife, Julie Blackard, and pup Golden Retriever Duke arrived at Jet Nassau Wednesday afternoon. There to greet him, now Deputy Chief of Mission Kimberly Furnish and other top U.S. Embassy officials, as well as Foreign Affairs Director General Jerusa Ali. Walker's appointment by U.S. President Donald Trump was confirmed by the U.S. Senate in October. He previously said that he will work to reduce China's expanding influence in the region, stem the illegal transshipment of drugs into the U.S., and increase U.S. investment. Walker is expected to present his credentials in the coming days, making his appointment official. But we're going to check in now with Royson and Marlena to see what's coming up in Access Now.
Good night, Makushla. So golf fans across the country should be excited. It's the Hero World Challenge with the greatest of all time, Tiger Woods, and the #1 golfer in the world, Scottie Scheffler. So as a golfer, I know Chatter Production's a golfer, Basil's also a golfer. We're all very excited.
Yes. I'm not even a golfer, tomorrow. But it's still a fun time. I'm just always excited. I'm just happy to be here. I have no clue, but it's so much fun.
Ready.
One of those Christmas festivities that's always exciting. And speaking of Christmas festivities, we have the Christmas Tea Festival in the house tonight. Talking to us about that upcoming event, and we're actually going to get to try some of the tea and hear from some of the vendors. So excited about that.
Sounds real nice. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, continues after this.
Diet-friendly special.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect, a first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean, removing up to 100% of deposits, restoring your engine to perform like new. All new Restore and Protect, another first by Valvoline, distributed by Battery and Tire Specialists.
Like, where you grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all the large one-topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, VAT included, but.
I need the $10 special plate.
How many would you like?
20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, boy.
Hey, Mom, can you look after Kaylee?
Sorry, I'll be out for a while dealing with my home and car insurance.
What? You know there's a newer way, right?
A new way?
Where have you been? Look, go to newerinsurance.com, log in, get your quote, buy your insurance, done. You can even use it to manage a claim.
Oh? By the way, it's not newer. It's N-U-A. Where's she been?
Do it anyway with NUA Insurance Agents and Brokers.
And that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
After I was in a plane crash in June 1983, I lost my left arm. I had some good friends, came along, fishing guides. They said, man, we can teach you to fly fish. Exuma, Exuma. Can you see? Look at it, man. One of the nicest places you want to be in the world. There were challenges learning to cast, learning to put a fly on a leader, learning to tie the different knots for me as a handicapped individual. As a matter of fact, I don't really feel handicapped because I could do everything, man. Anything anybody could do, I think I could do it too. Because with your mindset to do anything, no matter what you are, what you look like, what's happening to you, you can do it. Persons in our positions, it's hard to get fundings and very, very expensive. SBDC would be helpful in regards to help funding people with disabilities. So nothing is impossible if you're disabled. Any kind of disability. Put faith in God and trust God. Believe you will overcome.
Tourism today. Bahamas tourism today.
Growing up as a child, I used to watch my mother do the straw work. They would make the baskets, the fanners, the brooms, the hats, all of those things they would sell right here on the island. She taught me the basics. I grew up old school, so, the older people, they taught us what they knew. And even though we may not have appreciated it then, I appreciate it now. But that tradition is dying. Now that I'm a grandmother, I can appreciate my mother so much more. These are the traditions that we need to teach our children. That's very, very important.
Growing up, I got the experience and the knowledge of how to use different bush medicines. One of the ideas I had was to allow others to experience the traditional bush medicines that I grew up drinking. You can get a pack of tea bags that the leaves are harvested right here in Kit Island. You can have a nice cup of tea that you know where it came from. I try to incorporate my knowledge of Bahamian traditional medicine into all of my products. Traditional medicine, it's natural, it's holistic, it's a part of nature. We are a part of nature. My main goal with everything that I make is that I want the person using those products to experience Bahamian.
Bahamas Chamber of Commerce and Employers Confederation elects its youngest director. Corval Pyfrom introduces us to the 24-year-old straight ahead.
Plus, a 6th grade student at St. Anne's has launched a pair of programs aimed at uplifting her peers and strengthening the bonds within her school community. Stay close for that.
Also, Coca-Cola putting a holiday spin on generosity. Those details straight ahead.
And coming up in sports, Jazz Chisholm hoping to build a multifaceted sports facility right here in the capital.
Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday evening. I'm Royston Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Absolutely. Well, we're halfway through the week and they're just 22 days away from Christmas. I'm so excited and I can hear those sleigh bells already.
And the Christmas parties. I can't wait for the Christmas parties. But I just wanted to add, yesterday you asked if there was a name for the Tuesday after Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
And one of our viewers actually let us know apparently there is a name.
There is.
Over the past few years, some Americans have started calling it Giving Tuesday. And in the U.S., it has actually become one of the biggest fundraising days of the year for their nonprofits.
That's very interesting. Well, it's Ianthea's birthday, so happy birthday, Ianthea. Instead of giving her, she actually gave us a piece of cake, so she's honoring the Giving Tuesday, I believe.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Ianthea. For now, it's time to dive right into the news. The Bahamas Chamber of Commerce and Employers Confederation recently elected some new members to its leadership team, and in doing so, the chamber made some history of its own by electing its youngest director. And as Corval Pyfrom reports, this new director, who already has an impressive resume, seems poised to shape the chamber's future.
2025 has proved to be quite a year for 24-year-old Tristan Hanna. Capping it off, Hanna recently became the youngest person elected as a director of the Chamber of Commerce.
The Chamber has a history of greatness. The brilliance of the Chamber and the men and women that have played a role over the years, even from before I was born, it doesn't go unseen. And especially in the Chamber, we respect them. And so me coming into the chamber as the youngest director, it's important for me to look at what they have done and get motivated by that. And you know, I'm glad to be following in such footsteps of such brilliant people.
To be in this illustrious company seems almost expected for Tristan, an accomplished collegiate athlete. This year, he embarked on his entrepreneurial aspirations, his own security installation and outfitting business, which in less than a year has already become a force within the industry. He's a recipient of this year's small and medium-sized business Man in Business Initiative grant. All this prompting him to get involved with the Chamber of Commerce. He admits prior to being approached about joining, he knew very little about. Now he plans to advocate at the table for other youth.
If you look at the table, there isn't much youth at the table. And I figured, how can people make decisions about the youth when there's not even any of them at the table?
Tristan has already joined the Chamber on several of its trade missions, with trips to London, India, and soon South Korea. And while he's excited and grateful about the success he's having, he wants to see more opportunities for other youth. His advice, keep at it.
I would say that if you are a youth trying to chase your dreams, I would say know your field. I would say study it as much as you possibly can and go after it. I would remind them that they also have one life to live, and approaching it at their youth is not a bad thing.
For the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now, I'm Corval Pyfrom.
Thanks, Corval. Well, speaking of young leaders, 6th grade head girl at St. Anne's, Shakina Thompson, is proving that leadership has no age limit. Not only is she excelling in her role, but she's also using her platform to shape a more positive school culture. Thompson has already launched 2 impactful initiatives, Operation Buddy Wave and Wave of Kindness, programs designed to uplift her peers and strengthen the bonds within her school community. Thompson says both initiatives were created with a clear purpose: to discourage bullying, encourage new friendships, and remind students of the importance of valuing and appreciating one another. And these programs are continuing to gain momentum.
The reason that I decided to do Operation Buddy Wave is because there are new students at the school, and I feel that sometimes they could be lonely and not have any friends. So I feel that it would be a good opportunity for them to be able to come together and talk with one another so that they won't be lonely in school. And the reason that I did wave of kindness is because when I first came to St. Anne's in grade 3, I felt that the school was enormous, and I felt that I didn't really fit in. So I feel that now that I have a voice, I could make a difference in our school.
Vice Principal of St. Anne's, Antje Hume, says Shakina's achievements go far beyond titles and programs, calling them a statement to her character, initiative, and genuine care for others. Hume says the school is incredibly proud of her leadership, noting that her efforts are already creating a ripple effect of kindness and connection across the campus.
She's an intelligent girl, and she puts forth a lot of thought into what she does. And so we are impressed by that, and we look forward to the success of her initiative here at St. Anne's School.
Keep up the good work. Meanwhile, after weeks of anticipation, Coca-Cola wrapping up its Twist to Win initiative, giving 4 lucky winners the opportunity to take over the mall at Marathon. The quartet, selected from over 76,000 entries throughout the country, were each armed with a cart and a $5,000 gift card. Logistics lead and senior marketing director of Caribbean Bottling Company, Cara Douglas Adderley, says the initiative was about relief, hope, and knowing that for the first time in a long time, Christmas would feel a little lighter.
What I'd like people to take from it is that we are engaging in our community, that we are reaching out and also supporting local companies. That's why it was important for us to host it here in the mall at Christmas, really tying it back to local and making sure that our winners are not just from New Providence. We had 2 finalists from the Family Islands, one of which is here with us today, Tarasita Neely.
For contestant winners Merlin Adams and Brian Bethel, both fathers, the initiative was touted as an opportunity to give their families the Christmas they've been hoping for. Of course, congratulations to both winners.
I'm up there. I'm level 100 because today the kids in the shop got it all. And this right here gave me a great opportunity to get everything I need. I got 4 of them. Everything I need I can get the tree, decorations, the gifts, everything I need. I'm very happy.
It's made me really happy to know that I've entered and won this event, and now I get to do all of my Christmas shopping early and at no cost to me.
Well, there's an added twist to this year's Beanie Christmas concert at the National Stadium. All it takes is the purchase of a concert ticket and an additional $10 spent at Everybody Wins, and one lucky winner could unwrap the ultimate gift, a brand new home. That grand prize winner set to be revealed on December 27th. As for the concert itself, Public Relations Representative Kishan Fowler tells us that alongside the festive atmosphere, her team has also prioritized comprehensive safety preparations so that everyone attending the event can celebrate in a secure and well-managed environment.
Of course, security is provided by the Royal Bahamas Police Force and private security. We are no stranger to events in the Bahamas, so of course all events are going to be safe. Gates open at 8 p.m., so we admonish everyone to come on time because it's an on-time event.
Still to come, we're joined by Sandra Russell and Denise Worrell to talk about the Christmas Tea Festival. And of course, Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean has a look at your weather forecast. So stay close.
Not stressful. Holiday shopping is easy at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Best Value whole kernel corn, 15 ounces, 99 cents. Rainbow Green Pigeon Peas, 15 ounces, 149. Country Barn Mayonnaise, 30 ounces, 369. Danish spare ribs, $2.39 per pound. Yellow onions, 3-pound bag, $2.39. Discover the great tasting variety of Wild Fork meats from farm to fork. The freshest frozen meats are found at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing no matter what.
We're BAF Financial.
We're BAF General and Health Insurance.
Welcome to the beautiful Cayman Islands.
Come on in to Cash and Go.
Need technical support? We are BFG Services.
BAF Global. Global reach, local care.
Time now for your Access weather forecast, and we take a look at our satellite picture. We do have a weak front boundary pushing through the northwest Bahamas, and that will usher in some slightly cooler temperatures over the next couple of days. And as we take a look at our live weather radar, very little precipitation associated with that front boundary as it pushes through the northwest Bahamas. Your boating forecast tonight in the northwestern islands. Winds are going to be out of the north. That's behind the front. Speeds are 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights just around 1 to 3 feet. Now, the low tide will take place at 10 minutes past midnight. And for the central and southeastern islands tonight, we'll have a northeast flow at 10 to 15 knots, and the wave heights 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. And then come Thursday, for all areas, northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, wave heights 2 to 4 feet. High tide 6:39 in the morning. Low tide will occur at 1:10 in the afternoon. And on Friday in the northwestern islands, those winds continue to rotate clockwise, becoming southeast at 10 to 15 knots, wave heights remaining at 2 to 4 feet. Now, the high tide on Friday, that will take place at 7:31 in the morning, with the low tide at 2:04 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands Friday, easterly winds 10 to 15 knots, wave heights 2 to 4 feet. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
I'm a boatman, a seaman. My work is on the water. Free diving, thrown out line is how I survive. Listen, from Foggy to Yellowtail, from Jackfish to Killer Whale, I jump in my dinghy boat and I head on down the coast. I need a fish to bite. My kids
Going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. Royston and Malina.
Thanks so much, Basil. Tonight, we're joined by Bahamas Tea Festival founder Sandra Russell and Denise Worrell of Naturally Bahamian, who are here to talk about the upcoming Christmas Tea Festival.
Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now, ladies.
Well, thank you. Pleasure to be here.
It's great to have you. Now, please tell us about the upcoming Christmas Tea Festival, what it's about. We understand it celebrates culture, creativity, and all things Bahamian, which we're very excited about.
Thank you. All of those things included. We are hosting our 3rd annual Bahamas Christmas Tea Festival. It is a different kind of event that has never, been done in the Bahamas before. And what we are doing is bringing together all of our tea producers in the Bahamas, because everybody loves tea. The whole world loves tea.
We certainly do.
Yes. And so we have all of our producers that will be at the tea festival. You can connect with them one-on-one. We're also inviting persons who have gift stores. I get a lot of calls from people who have gift stores who want to carry our local Bahamian teas. And it is taking off, like nothing. And we have this wonderful group of mostly women who have gone into business, and they are producing high-end teas that are not only enjoyable, but they are also beneficial to our health. And Mistress Denise Worrell will be able to tell us a little bit more about the benefits of some of the teas that we are producing. Yes. So we just want our viewers, our visitors to our shores, if you've never been to a tea festival, you need to come. It's going to be held at the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas on the grounds. Yes, and they have decorated it very beautifully. If you've never done a tour of the gallery, the tours will be available at the gallery. Also, in addition to teas, we have a wonderful artisans market at the festival as well. So it's a great place to get your Christmas shopping started. Some really unique event, all things tea.
Amazing.
Speaking of
have a wonderful time. Yes.
Speaking of that tea, we just had a couple of glasses poured for us. Can you tell us a little bit about this tea we're going to taste, Ms. Moore?
So this tea is Serenity, and I invite you to try it and be honest and say what you think about it.
So
it's my
what's
favorite.
in this tea?
So this tea has fever grass, it has peppermint, it has camellia, and it has spice. And that tea is very good for relaxing your nerves and muscles so that you're able to sleep better at night. So no more staying away.
Aromatic as well as medicinal.
Absolutely.
The packaging, I got to say, is amazing. The presentation is amazing. We're going to dip into the flavor in just a moment. But I wanted to be, how long have you been in business, and how long has this taken to get to this point?
Okay, we've been in business 15 years officially.
This is delightful.
We got into it because people were really excited about tasting the teas, and they're like, I want to order some. And the orders kept coming in, so we said, you know what? We need to be legal. So that's what we did.
That's always good.
Yes.
So how does it feel for you as a vendor to have a place like the Tea Festival where you can actually come out and really show your wares?
We get to meet wonderful people like Sandra, as well as so many other tea artisans that have been working with teas, but nobody has ever provided a space for them to be able to display their wares. So this is wonderful.
And now I have to mention these beautiful, beautiful teacups. They're also going to be available at the festival, right?
Yes, our tea culture, you know, we have African influence, and then we have a British influence. And Mrs. Worrell, she is going to be speaking on the topic of the tea culture of the Bahamas and how the African culture and the British culture has influenced our tea time. And so, you know, this is the British part we're offering you tonight, and what's in your cup is the African influence.
I like that.
What an amazing
merging of culture so far. That's fantastic.
Yes.
So can you just remind us one more time where it's going to be, where everyone can get their tickets, so we make sure we don't miss this awesome opportunity?
Okay, it's going to be held at the National Art Gallery of the Bahamas, December 6th. That's Saturday coming. And another British element to it is we've added high tea. So could you imagine having high tea on the veranda at the old Villa Doyle?
How
many times do you get that
of the
opportunity,
National
right?
Art Gallery of the Bahamas.
That's fantastic.
And so you can purchase tickets at the gate. You can also go on Bahamas Festivals, bahamasfestivals.com, and you can also purchase tickets there, but you can also purchase the
even if
tickets
you
at the
decide.
gate.
Yes,
Yes,
wonderful.
yes,
Thank
and you get to drink tea all day long.
There's no limit.
Thank you for this wonderful experience. Yes.
This Serenity is amazing. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Access Now, and all the best. It's time now to turn things over to ZNS Total Sports to see what's on tap.
Jazz Chisholm hoping to build the country's next big sports facility. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
Did someone say Christmas? Great holiday eating starts at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Cardinal evaporated milk, 13 ounces, $109. First Choice sugar, 4 pounds, $2.59. Vitamal Classic, 10.5 ounces, $119. Chicken leg quarters, $1.15 per pound. Green cabbage, 99 cents per pound. Discover the great tasting variety of Wild Fork meats. From farm to fork, the freshest frozen meats are found at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
It's a different kind of Christmas, but everything is here to bring a smile upon your face. That's what the season brings now. See, Christmas time is the time for your family and friends. Come and shop with us and find everything that you need. Deck out your homes with all we have in store, bringing joy and so much more. And shop Smarty, and shop Smart. Shop Smart, oh, everything is here at Shop Smart. At Shop Smart, at Shop Smart, oh, everything is here.
Bahamas, let's go! The 7th Caribbean Baseball Cup hits the Andrew Rogers Stadium December 3rd to the 8th. Watch Team Bahamas as they battle Curacao, the Dominican Republic, U.S. Virgin Islands, and St. Martin. Games start at 3 p.m. and tickets are on sale now. Bring the noise, bring the pride to the Caribbean Baseball Cup. Be there. Welcome to your Wednesday evening sports check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, Topping Sports, a multifaceted sports facility / academy, hoping to serve as a conduit for the country's next wave of professional athletes. This is the goal of Bahamian baseball superstar Jazz Chisholm Jr. Over the weekend, the New York Yankees second baseman speaking to reporters on the sidelines of his little league over at the Blue Sporting Complex, saying that this dream is very close to becoming a reality.
The dream is coming through real soon. I think we're going to be able to get our facility up and going. And it's not only just a facility just for baseball, but like multiple sports. I've been talking to John Quell a lot. about, you know, the academy aspects of it, you know, finding some space and some land to build a big academy, big enough for basketball, baseball, football, track and field, soccer, volleyball, for all the kids in the Bahamas, you know, just whatever their interest is and whatever we can help them with as professional athletes of the Bahamas. So for me, we got a lot coming in the next 2 to 3 years. Hopefully we get it started next year. But for sure, in 2 years, we're going to have the facility of our dreams that we've always wanted as professional athletes in the Bahamas for all sports. Not just for professional baseball players to come to, but professional basketball players to come to help the kids that are in basketball, the soccer players, beach soccer, all the stuff we got here in the Bahamas. You know, I just want to be able to help the kids in everything.
Switching gears to the association, last night over in the NBA, VJ Edgecombe and his Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Washington Wizards. Edgecombe trying to get back into the swing of things, still on a minutes restriction due to that lingering calf injury. VJ would post 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists, along with 2 steals and 2 blocks, and was plus 10 on the night. The Sixers would cruise to the 121-109 win and improve to 11-9 on the year. Over in the Bay, Buddy Hield and the Golden State Warriors would try and slow down the red-hot Oklahoma City Thunder, winners of 12 in a row. And early on, it would look like the Warriors would be able to do just that. They would make it a 2-possession game with just under 2 minutes to go. The defending champs would prove to be just a bit too much, escaping with the 124-112 win. Buddy Buckets pouring in 13 points along with 4 assists and 2 steals. The Warriors would drop to 500 on the season. Next up for them, a showdown with VJ and the Sixers on Thursday. And that's been Future Sports on this Wednesday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
What does disability look like? In a busy airport terminal, at the check-in counter, at security checkpoints, or even in baggage claim? Passengers with hidden disabilities often go unnoticed. Globally, 1 in 7 persons have some form of a disability. 80% of those disabilities are non-visible. In an airport environment, workers are often unaware of hidden physical, mental, or neurological disabilities that some passengers live with. This can lead to frustration and a less than ideal travel experience. So, how do we make the invisible more visible? At LPIA, we've implemented the Sunflower Lanyard program. The lanyards are visual cues for airport workers to immediately identify passengers who might need additional assistance. NAD is teaming up with the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities and key stakeholders at LPIA to launch the internationally recognized initiative. We're joining more than 180 airports and 26 countries already in the program. NAD is the first organization in the Bahamas to recognize the Sunflower Initiative. It's a way to show our continued commitment to making LPIA a safe, welcoming, and inclusive airport for all. Passengers needing to secure a free Sunflower lanyard can email sunflower@nas.bs or call 1242-397-8600. For more information, visit www.nassauLPIA.com.
Looking at a shot of Parliament Square in downtown Nassau. The national Christmas tree is up along with bleachers ahead of the highly anticipated Boxing and New Year's Day junk canoe parades. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. Time now to take a look at what's happening around the Family Islands. Let's go.
The Ministry of Tourism's campaign, A Lifetime of Islands, is more than a slogan. It is truly an experience. And it's an experience Director General of Tourism, Latia Duncombe, is banking on more Canadian visitors soon through Canadian airline Porter Airlines entry into the Bahamian market. Duncombe and her team have embarked on a series of global sales missions with several stops in a number of Canadian cities like Toronto, Montreal, Halifax, Vancouver, and Calgary. And she believes Canadians are eager to try all of the Bahamas' destinations from Nassau, Paradise Island, all the way to the Abacos and down to Inagua.
Porter's entry into this market expands opportunities for Canadians to explore more of our archipelago. And that supports our national goal of shaping tourism growth that is diversified, sustainable, and beneficial to communities across our islands.
It's time now for Let's Talk Socials with Matea Stewart.
For today's Let's Talk Socials, we're stepping out of the tropics and straight into a real-life winter wonderland. Bestie duo Janae and Michaela said goodbye beaches, hello blizzards, as they swapped Bahamian sunshine for the snowy magic of Denver, Colorado. And of course, in true influencer fashion, they brought us along for the ride.
The trip has officially left the group chat. Me and my bestie traveled to Denver, Colorado, where we paid $1,000 for the plane tickets and approximately $400 for our car rental. Now, y'all know everywhere in Nassau to go there take about a cool 30 minutes with some traffic. But we had to take a 3-hour drive to our beautiful luxury condo in Keystone. And I can tell you, between the fireplace and the aesthetics of the room and the view in the morning, that trip was worth the drive. We paid like $1,000 and some for the room to wake up in a Hallmark movie. We had the snow, we had the mountains, the friendly people. Y'all couldn't tell me it wasn't going all the way, baby, because this is a whole movie we was in, an actual movie. When in Rome, do what the Romans do. We went into City Pass. We was able to actually book 3 attractions for $150. We went to the zoo, an adult playhouse, and a Smithsonian, which is actually pretty cool. One thing I love about staying in Keystone, we were actually able to drive down to different areas and experience new things. Like eating at the Carling, a must-find dining experience you have to try.
We did the troll experience, guys. This is the grumpy old troll who lives on the mountain.
This is the first time me and my best friend actually saw snow, so we actually acted like kids, and we fully enjoyed this experience, as you can see. Can't wait to experience this again with you, bestie. We are officially chocolate bunnies. Until next time, bye.
Their vlog breaks down everything: travel costs, experiences, must-try spots. Because if they're going on an adventure, the digital audience is coming too. From snow-filled excursions to cozy hotels, festive lights, and all of the little winter moments they squeezed in, these two made the Cole look way too good. It's giving best friend Christmas special, but in real life. Honestly, if this trip is any indication of how their December is about to go, we're locked in. Janae and Michaela are serving a winter era, and we're just here waiting for the next episode. I'm Matea Stewart, and that's what's brewing on your social media.
Oh, that's so much fun. And for me, yeah, like a Colorado Dude Ranch is on my bucket list. So watching them have so much fun over there, I'm like, okay.
A log cabin.
Time to book it. Time to start
right out of a Hallmark movie.
Yes,
right?
That was so sweet when she said, and they broke down the budget.
Yep.
All right, I have no more excuses left. Thank you, ladies.
Speaking of dream destinations, going to be joined by Devette Lundy tomorrow night to talk about just that, dream destinations. But that's going to do it for tonight for Access Now.
And stay tuned for the rundown with Clint Watson.
Good night, everybody.
You want me to come take care of Maggie and Dan for 2 weeks? True?
Beck?
Are you two boyfriend and girlfriend? No.
This is going to be a really magical Christmas for them because of you. All the work that you've been doing.
I think they're nosy, but they must really like you too.
I got into broadcasting because I like to give.
Hey, that's my cab!
Sometimes I found myself hurting from giving too much.
Fire these people. But it's Christmas.
Bah humbug.
I'm the ghost. I'm the ghost of Christmas present.
I had a funny feeling.
I can't get the antlers glued onto this little guy.
Have you tried Staples?
Don't you dare.
He's so happy, but so toy.
She may be due for a raise.
Maybe?
Yeah, probably. Oh, I'm having the weirdest day.
It's never too late. You can always change if you want to.
For a couple of hours out of the whole year, we are the people that we always hoped we would be.
Coming up amidst everlasting cheer, top long-distance runners battle in Barbados. Regional trade gets an additional boost. Relief continues to flow into Jamaica. It's all next on this station.
Central and South Eleuthera. As we enter the Christmas season, we enter a time when we reflect on the year behind us. We appreciate our challenges that have forged us in strength, resilience, and growth, and look towards a promising future. This year, we continue to share the spirit of Christmas. We are continuing our efforts to assist the elderly, among us with minor home and roof repairs. Stay tuned for dates for our annual Christmas train as we bring a little bit of Christmas cheer to the children throughout the constituency. As believers, celebrating the birth of Christ is at the center of our faith, as it stands as a testament to the gift of salvation which brought us to Him. Christmas is a time of love, laughter, of joy and family. And as we celebrate this season, let us endeavor to share with our loved ones, share with our neighbors, reach out to those alone or distant, and let us give a gift of kindness and return to the spirit of love and community that has built this beautiful Bahamas. From my family to yours, we are wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Coming this fall.
She had brown hair. She didn't even have red hair.
The contract signed does not indicate anywhere that I am in charge of her hair color.
More courtroom drama.
She rented the 60 chair covers from me.
The event was for my Grammy for her birthday.
Yes.
And my Grammy don't even know 65 people.
On Justice with Judge Carroll, Fridays at 8 p.m. Real cases, real judgment. Judge Carroll always gets it right.
I put my foolish pride aside in acknowledgement of your goodness. Everything is the Lord's in the earth in its fullness.
It's M-A-D-I-O Mario, and I'm inviting you to tune into Entertainment Fridays on the Bahamas Tonight. Access now at 7:30 p.m. You miss it, you diss it.
To fall, but was caught before I fell. Was so hard-headed, too stubborn to ask for help.
That's the Bahamas Tonight. Access now, weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
The Rundown is brought to you by Commonwealth Brewery Limited.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the show. It's great to have you with us tonight. Well, the government is today clarifying false claims being circulated on social media and in the public domain concerning the Smuggling of Migrants Bill 2025. In a press release, the government says it is doing nothing more than strengthening national security to the benefit of the nation. Now, today, Director of Communications in the Office of the Prime Minister, Latrell Ramming, took time out to explain in great length what this bill seeks to do. Take a listen.
The Department of Immigration deported 105 Haitian nationals from New Providence to Cape Haitian. This was the single largest deportation exercise carried out in 2025. These were people convicted of immigration offenses: illegal landing, overstaying, possession of fraudulent documents, knowingly attempting to mislead an immigration officer,
They face fines from $300 to $3,000. They face prison sentences from 3 months to 1 year. After serving these sentences or paying their fines, they were handed over to immigration for deportation. This is how our system works today. Officers enforce the Immigration Act. People who break our laws face the court. Those who are here illegally are removed. Today, I want to explain the next step. We are adding a new layer of enforcement on top of the Immigration Act. The government of the Bahamas has brought to Parliament the Smuggling of Migrants Bill. For the first time in our history, this bill creates a clear crime for migrant smuggling. In Bahamian law, right now, prosecutors have to piece together charges from the Penal Code, custom and immigration laws. That approach misses many of the tricks and methods used by organized smuggling networks. This bill closed that gap. It gave prosecutors and law enforcement a sharp, modern tool to go after the people who organize, finance, and profit from illegal migration. Under the bill, if you smuggle migrants, you face serious penalties. On summary conviction, you can be fined up to $100,000 or jail up to 7 years, or both. On conviction of information, you can be fined up to $200,000 or jail up to 10 years, or both. If your conduct is aggravated, if you endanger life, if you abuse or exploit people, if you are a repeat offender, then the penalties increase even further. On conviction of information, you can be fined up to $300,000 or jail up to 15 years, or both. If you own a boat, the aircraft, or the vehicle used in smuggling, it can be seized or forfeited. The court can also fine you up to $3,000 for every migrant you smuggle. So let me be clear. This bill is aimed at smugglers, the bosses, the organizers, the people who take money to move humans like cargo. The intent of this bill is simple. We will punish the smugglers, not the people who are smuggled, while keeping the Immigration Act and the Penal Code fully enforced. Those who are smuggled will still be charged for illegal entry, for illegal landing, overstaying, and for fake documents. But they are not charged for the act of being smuggled itself, as internationally they are viewed as victims of these crimes. However, let me be clear, they will be deported. Illegal entry remains illegal. Overstaying remains illegal. The Immigration Act is in full force. Immigration officers will still detain, process, and remove people who breach our laws. In some cases, people come to the Bahamas on a legal visa. They land at our airport, pass through our border, and then link up with smugglers to move on to the United States. Those crimes are planned, arranged, and funded in our jurisdiction. This bill gives us stronger power to deal with that, to charge the recruiters, the transporters, the people who provide fake documents and safe houses. We'll continue to work with our partners in the United States and the Trump administration to combat the smuggling in this region. We already work closely with our international partners and U.S. agencies at sea and in air. This new law will make that cooperation even more effective. There has been a lot of concerns and misinformation about this bill. Some people say it makes illegal entry legal. That is false. Some people say it gives status or citizenship. That too is false. What this bill really does is simple. It keeps our Immigration Act in place, it keeps deportation in place, and it adds a tougher new crime of migrant smuggling on top, with heavy fines, long prison terms, and the power to take away the assets used to commit the crime. We are sending a clear message to the smugglers, to the organizers, to the people thinking about using the Bahamas as a transit point. If you use our islands to run this crime trade, that you will face the full strength of the Bahamian law.
All right, there you have it, Director of Communications, Latrey Raming. And we played that in its entirety because we believe that we ought to give people information, right? And then in the face of misinformation, or in the face of where people will take in bits and pieces of information and try and carve out their own idea or ideology of what is happening, it is important to get the facts. You can debate the facts, you can debate whether you agree with the facts, but you should not alter the facts. And I always tell people it's important to read these bills. So that if you read the bills, you get a comprehensive look at exactly what it is and what it is saying, and not be driven just by people's narratives or people's emotions, which sometimes take the better part of people rather than understanding the facts. The scare tactics of, oh, there's something they're passing a bill that will allow migrants, illegal migrants, to claim asylum and all of these things. And you ought to ask yourself, why would a country do that? Why would an administration jeopardize its sovereignty and do that? It doesn't make sense. But of course, if you don't have the facts and if you don't read the information, you will fall into the prey of people who will simply try to give you scare tactics and say that something untoward is happening. Read Bahamas, understand Bahamas, so that you can build your questions, because you may have questions, you may even feel that it's not necessary or parts aren't good. You can have that opinion, but you cannot have that opinion until you have the facts and until you have the information. And it's important to have that information. That's why we read that in its entirety for you tonight. All right, we're going to a break. Tonight we have a very important show for you. Some great organizations here to talk about a number of things. We're going to wrap up the evening talking to the people, I call them the people in orange. It's the reason why we're in this orange tie, because we're going to talk to Zonta Nassau tonight about an important initiative that's happening and how it can impact you or shape your life. And we're also going to talk to the National Training Agency. They're responsible for really the upgrading of skills of persons who are in the workforce, and they are under new leadership, and so we're going to talk about some of those initiatives. But when we come back after the break, we're going to talk to the National Junkanoo Corporation of the Bahamas as they make ready for Junkanoo time, Junkanoo season. So getting ready for the Junkanoo parades, which we understand Saxons is about to dominate yet again, we're told. And they're going to be coordinating the parades, and they're going to talk about how ticket, y'all look up for me tonight. They're going to talk about how ticket sales are going and all that stuff. I'm just throwing shade. They're going to talk about how ticket sales are going, how planning is going. I know this is not easy for them to talk about the winners, especially when, you know, they wear other hats. But nonetheless, we're going to talk to them tonight. Cough all you want over there. I can hear you. It is what it is. You're watching The Rundown here on the ZNS Network. Our conversation begins right after the break. Stay with us.
Bahamas, let's go! The 7th Caribbean Baseball Cup hits the Andre Rogers Stadium December 3rd to the 8th. Watch Team Bahamas as they battle Curacao, the Dominican Republic, U.S. Virgin Island, and St. Martin. Games start at 3 p.m. and tickets are on sale now. Bring the noise, bring the pride to the Caribbean Baseball Cup. Be there.
As we continue to develop the orange economy of the Bahamas and empower our artists and artisans, we as a government intend to show tangible support. We are therefore requesting our Bahamian artists and artisans to submit images of their handmade, authentically made Bahamian products and prices as we move to produce a live digital booklet with Bahamian-made works. With the creation of a live booklet, artisans can always submit new works to be included. It is our intent to use this book as a catalog for the purchase of items by all senior government officials for gifts, display items, and the like. Ministers, permanent secretaries, members of parliament, and ambassadors will be supporting our orange economy by the purchase of items and in sharing this book to the wider global creative community. We are committed to grow and expand the orange economy of the Bahamas.
No human being has ever set foot in Santa's workshop. That is, until Buddy. I hear you're going on a journey to the big city.
Can't wait to see my dad. Dad!
You look like you came from the North Pole.
That's exactly where I came from.
You like sugar, huh?
Is there sugar and syrup?
Yes.
Then yes.
We can't leave him alone. He's going to destroy the place.
These guys are bad news.
Snowball.
Where did you say you were from?
Fruit spray? Wow.
Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa here? I know him. I know him.
Welcome back. A special good night to all of you who are watching us in the lines. And I see you in there talking as usual. And then those of you watching on YouTube and wherever you're watching on your cable dial or Flow TV around the family of islands, those of you in Turks and Caicos, and of course we know our audience in the Caribbean, and then those of you watching on YouTube internationally, it's always good to have you watching The Rundown. Thank you for making us your #1 stop in the nighttime. Well, it's almost that time. Shacks around the capital are busy ahead of the much-anticipated Boxing and New Year's Day Junkanoo parades. They're strategizing how they're going to win, how they're going to, because up for grabs is second place, third place, and fourth place. First place already been secured, but they're going to be competing. I want to throw shade from now to Junkanoos, so get over it. And of course, they're going to talk to an organizing committee about the much-anticipated parades, how ticket sales and preparations are going. They're, of course, members of the National Junkanoo Committee. Andrew Pinder, who of course is the chairman, his deputy, Kishlane Smith, and National Junkanoo Festival chairman, Anthony Boswick, is also here. Welcome back. Good to have you guys.
Thank you. Good evening.
Y'all still smiling, so that means things are going well. I figured you've been frowning if something went wrong since we last spoke, but obviously things are going well. You had a very successful first parade on Monday night after the tree lighting, which I could say was a perfect idea, because I was telling you before the break, when I saw the stands filled, I was like, wow, people really are excited about the tree lighting. And then we recognized it was because of Junkanoo afterwards. So Junkanoo has a way of just bringing out the whole population.
Yes, Junkanoo.
And they're excited about what they saw. How did Monday night go?
Well, Monday was fabulous.
Not to take away from the tree lighting ceremony, but Junkanoo, yes, it was epic. Right? The groups came, they delivered. It was exciting. And it shows exactly what is to be expected.
It got people in that mood that, listen, this is actually going to happen. All of what took place over is now behind us. It's time to celebrate culture,
Most certainly, that was the intent of doing so. And we have planned coming up on Saturday, right? Nervous Saturday, where the groups would know exactly how they will be lined up.
They pick their numbers.
They will pick their number on Nervous Saturday. And there are some more exciting things to come with that, be it that this year, all right, we're going to be, the next week, the Friday after Nervous Saturday will be National Junkanoo T-shirt Day. So we have arranged for vendors to be set up, so the group vendors, so they can sell funds to help them in assisting with their financing for the parade. All right, so they will be out there. They'll be there from 12 o'clock until 10. All right, the actual number picking begins at 3 p.m. So all those, the best of the best is going on. So this year we were able to integrate it.
Nice.
Doing best of the best.
Nice. And of course, the T-shirts, people are encouraged to wear their shirts, right?
Exactly. On the 12th.
Why are you laughing?
On the 12th. That should be fun. You go around and show. I heard you say,
Yes, Saturdays will be adorned in Saxon shirts.
Well,
yes. Anybody who does not wear a Saxon shirt, you have to pay for their shirt.
I'm going to be wearing a Sting shirt.
That's a good group. That's a good group. Sting shirt.
Sting shirt.
Good job. Good job. Good job there. So let's talk about how the parades are shaping up. How are things looking for the upcoming parades? First out of the gate, of course, is the Boxing Day Parade.
Well, the parades are shaping up well. The parades management team has been seconded to facilitate the actual management of the parade. And a part of the parades management team is a tally room, and the observers will be there from all of the groups. And so all of the necessary groundwork is being facilitated correctly, and we're ensuring that there is transparency by making certain that the groups feel comfortable. And if there is a question raised, then we will address it in a timely manner. Coupled with that, there are a lot of new initiatives that the National Junkanoo Committee has introduced. And that being, as we mentioned the last time we were here, but we're having a best fanfare competition. And so that will take place. Yes, best fanfare. Fanfare begins out of the gate, just before the gate, before you enter the parade route. And that will start from the candy shop, which is on Bay Street, just before Market Street.
Wow.
And it will end at the entry point of the actual parade. And so that is only for the brass, the fanfare. We come in, we reach, this us. And then we also introducing again the best Rock the Square. in Rawson Square, so whoever rocks the square the best. And fans will have a wonderful opportunity to choose whom they feel rocked the square.
Right.
And they'll be able to see the sizes of the groups and hear the melodious sounds from the groups. But more importantly, they'll be able to test the judging of the groups.
Ah.
Yes, and then we've introduced a best raw zone. So that raw zone means the authenticity of Junkanoo, and that will take place on Shirley Street. So at the entry point will be where it ends, and where it begins will be where CIBC is. And that will give the back line the rhythmic passion and opportunity to actually showcase how beautiful it is to listen to the raw music of Junkanoo. Whistles and bells, cowbells just ringing and licking. And then you have the melodious music of the call. You know, there's a certain type of rhythmic passion that happens with these whistles. And so you'll be able to hear that firsthand. And then we're bringing back the best creative costume. Creative means if you're a culturist and you know, you've never received a number or you have something that's just totally different, we allow that opportunity to rise where you can raise the expectation by showing your best creativity. And then guess what? We have the best King Bella competition again. And those are the large bellas that are directly in front of the Bella line, but directly in the back of the sousaphones. And so these initiatives were born by the NJC for members of those respective sections. So it has nothing to do with the overall scores of the parade, but it certainly allows Junkanoos to feel like they are part of it, and then they will reap the rewards directly because the prizes will be emanated and then delivered to them directly. And so that is important because we've seen the whole aspect of the excitement, and they come to us, you know. So say it again now. What is this going to be? And we haven't yet announced the actual monetary prizes for these sections because we want to keep that element of surprise. We want everybody to be just dazzled to see what's coming.
I think it makes so much sense, right? I think this was a brilliant idea by the NJC because when you, for the past 3 years, have had all of the main awards being won by Saxons, there was nothing for anybody else. And so now you have additional awards created so that people can actually feel good about winning something else. Other than y'all have played along with me. You're looking at me like, oh, here we go.
I'll show you something. You music makers may be able to win an award for best music.
Why not?
You know what I mean? Someone slamming.
I like the fact that there's no disqualification, right? Because many people put time and they have sponsors that provide, and then they're not be able to be disqualified. You know, it hurts the financial support. So I think that was always a very good decision.
It's important to know, too, for the fan zone, is to help the group. A part of that initiative is to organize themselves, to get to the gate on time, that we can get the groups out.
That's awesome.
And it will help
all right? That was in it. Help the flow.
That's always a concern with these gaps and where there's gaps in there. So that's really some good wisdom in there.
Organize themselves to get out. Right.
So how are ticket sales looking so far?
Tickets will go on sale on December, on December 8th, after Nervous Saturday. 10 a.m. December 8th.
And that's when y'all have to go, because y'all know, listen, y'all don't start this nonsense, but you know, Rawson Square left. You can't go get Rawson Square the morning of Christmas. It does not work. You have to go when the tickets go on sale to get Rawson Square.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do not call ZNS asking for me, asking if I have any tickets to Rawson Square. All right? I'm sending this out right now to my mother. Please do not call me on Christmas morning asking me for Rawson Square tickets. Mother, go and get your tickets, or I'll get them for you early if you need me to get them for you. But get them early and don't wait for the last minute so you can get that choice seat.
Yes, and as Andrew mentioned, they will be announced. There will be a large announcement on Saturday during the order of entry, what they call Nervous Saturday. And so the vendor will then be explaining how you can purchase your tickets, where you may visit. You can either do it online or in person, and then you'll be able to see the new editions of a ticket sale. I'll leave that there. Yes, sir. I'll leave that right there.
Oh, that's a good teaser there, Kiss, man. New editions. New editions.
Something things that have never happened before. Andrew and I saw it in real time, and we was, oh my goodness, this is just phenomenal. But we'll leave it there. We'll allow the vendors.
You're going to tell a journalist that no expect me to ask what you're talking about? Jesus, give us a little more than that.
Don't. I'll tell you, a GeoGrid is being established.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
We are forward thinkers.
Oh, that's really progressive.
What is really happening right now, Clint, is a renaissance in Junkanoo. Tourism, business, and culture is now emerged into one step. And what we're trying to do is bring the authenticity back to Bay Street. We're trying to move away from what we call the TPP, Tourism Paraphernalia Trap. And we want to make sure that the real stakeholders in Junkanoo now benefit from Junkanoo. Over the years, many of the participants, after Junkanoo is over, there's a lull. This is a test case. And like I said, this is a rebirth for Junkanoo, where that we could have Junkanoo on Bay Street 365 days. And we could also include the tourists.
Wow.
Yes.
Because many of the Junkanoo leaders over the last 30 years have always said the last lap should always have the tourists on Bay Street.
I was about to ask about that because I know you were responsible for the festival of Junkanoo. And I'm asking, does that incorporate people actually getting up close with the costumes and looking at it, maybe even trying it on and doing little things with it to have that experience?
Maybe jumping in the road.
Now watching.
Learning how to build
Maybe
drums.
jumping in the road.
So I like that. See, I like that.
Learning how to build drums, learning how to cut cardboard, learning how to... We will have these various stages along the route that you could actually participate. And I think what we're trying to do, not only for the tourists, but for younger Bahamians, another generation to now get involved and to get back so that we can now put Junkanoo on a trajectory that's forward-thinking. Far too long, I think the people are tired of Junkanoo was always fussing, fighting. It's always a row and a fuss. We need to get off that bus, and we need to transform Junkanoo into what could be beneficial to the actual participants.
Yes, do you believe this is the turning point to actually now...
The paradigm shift?
The paradigm shift, actually realizing the potential of Junkanoo and getting away from just the personal petty differences and
Buzzword,
Junkanoo's not...
industry.
I talk about Junkanoo economics for years. Junkanoo economics, you mean to tell me why we don't own the stores in the over the hill, or why our schools, why we don't have our programs in schools, why we have to pay to someone to come home to blow a horn. We can't help them with their school fees. So we need to make sure that the economics of Junkanoo go into the people that are on the road in Junkanoo.
You know, I think this is the beginning of really the sustainable aspect we talk about in Junkanoo. How do we make this an industry, not just a festival, not just a parade during the holidays, but how do we make this a livelihood for people? How do we turn this into the business?
Clint, tourism goes nowhere without a Junkanoo group.
Wow.
And I leave that right.
I'm in the wrong profession. The ZNS Health Thrillers group. That's what we need to be doing. We need to travel with our Junkanoo group. No, but I give you the final thought about this year's parade. What do you want people to know?
We want you to know that we are working hard to plan for there to be an experience like none other. You know, we want a injury-free, safe parade. We're working with all stakeholders, all right? As chairman of the parade, the festival committee has just said, right? This is the first time we have actually, for a long time, we've gotten tourism, all right? The Tourism Development Board, the Bay Street merchants, all right? Along with the normal partners like the police, the weather persons, the Junkanoos, the stakeholders, as well as people. Right, the Bahamian people, the vendors. You would have seen on Monday night just creating that event that created commerce for a lot of persons. So we want this to be about the people, us celebrating who we are, the expression of Junkanoo.
Do you expect to have the participation of all Junkanoo committee?
Most certainly, most certainly. I think the unity and the love. We love Junkanoo. We just love it. And I do believe that we have the unity. The passion is there. We saw it Monday. We honestly saw it.
In addition to that, we are very proud and happy to now announce that the head of UNESCO, the regional head of UNESCO, will be in the Bahamas from the 24th of December through the 2nd of January.
Wow.
And has agreed to attend our parades and also the festival. And so he will be at the festival on the 28th. And again, we have to show a huge congratulations to Deidre Bevins, who is the Secretary General of UNESCO, because she has been a wonderful partner with making certain that Junkanoo in the Bahamas is inscribed by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage, and also that is sustained. And now we have the actual audience of UNESCO worldwide, and the fact that the head has decided to come to the Bahamas Listen to me, Clint. We are beaming, and we're so proud to have been privileged to be afforded this particular opportunity, because with the head comes media, comes international journalism, and comes marketing. And what are they going to market? The Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
That's what I'm talking about.
Junkanoo.
Like the Smithsonian, when the Bahamas took the Smithsonian in 1994.
Yes.
Here it is now, and I credit the Deputy Prime Minister for wanting to transform Bay Street, not only from an infrastructure repair, but a culturally, just culture. The whole eastern side of Bay Street is being transformed right now.
Yes.
Wow.
And as you can see, that is where we're going to start with the festival.
Right.
That's exciting.
Okay, so we're going to, the orange economy, the artisans, we are going to, even the incubator center is on the eastern side. Because our generation, if we don't do it, who else is going to do it?
Correct.
I'm with you on that one. And of course, just one network can have the greatest show on earth, live on television and streaming. Only ZNS. No one can shoot John like us. So it'll just be us. And so we're looking forward to a great parade as well, because, you know, that's what we do. We're national in our scope. You know, if there are things that are national, the ZNS.
I agree with that.
There are things that are number one, Saxons.
And by the way, on the 21st, we at 4 p.m. we plan to have a full ecumenical service.
Yes.
See, we gotta have church.
Yes.
Have church.
Sunday.
You gotta say
On a Sunday.
I agree.
You gotta say worship.
Where's that church service going to be? Because somebody always go to church.
It's going to be down on the festival side.
On the festival side. So
Yes.
go to the festival side, get some churches. Those of you who believe you can't go back into the church stores because you've been hurt by church. Go to the festival side and get some Jesus in you.
When Russian come out of the church.
Yeah.
Well, why not? That's how you do it. You rush straight through it.
Yes,
Thank you all for being here. I'm looking forward to the parade this year. It's going to be exciting, and I'm sure Bahamas can't wait to get out on Bay Street.
Thank
you for taking the lead, and we look forward to great success.
Yes, sir.
All right, stay with us. When we come back tonight, we're going to talk about National Training Agency. It's transforming, and some of you need to go and get some skill. We'll talk about it after the break. Stay close.
What you see on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on IRCA's website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
ZNS Radio and Television presents its annual Christmas Jingle. Join us here Friday, December 12th, as we host the Royal Bahamas Police Force Band. Tune in as they play all your Christmas favorites. That's Friday, December 12th, beginning at 9 a.m., right here on the ZNS Network.
You'll be so blue just thinking about you.
I got into broadcasting because I like to give.
Hey, that's my cab.
Sometimes I found myself hurting from giving too much.
Fire these people.
But it's Christmas.
Bah humbug. I'm the ghost.
I'm the ghost of Christmas present.
I had a funny feeling.
I can't get the antlers glued onto this little guy.
Have you tried Staples?
Don't you dare. He's so happy, but so poor.
She may be due for a raise.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. Oh, I'm having the weirdest day.
It's never too late. You can always change if you want to.
For a couple of hours out of the whole year, we are the people that we always hoped we would be.
The Hidden Disabilities Sunflower is a globally recognized symbol for persons with invisible disabilities.
The Sunflower lanyard made our journey less stressful, smoother, and more inclusive.
REACH is proud to support the Hidden Sunflower Scheme, which makes the invisible visible. So far, the Nassau Airport Authority and the Nassau Cruise Port are Sunflower certified.
So if you see someone with a sunflower lanyard, always remember to be patient and ask if they need some help. Please be kind and always remember to show respect.
We wish to encourage more hotel operators with amenities such as water parks, restaurants, cinemas, government offices to join this initiative, making the Bahamas a more sunflower-friendly country.
Please feel free to reach out to the REACH office at 328-4123, or you can reach out to the National Commissions for Persons with Disabilities at 396-8700.
Welcome back. Well, transformative work is continuing to take place at the National Training Agency, including training programs, workforce development initiatives, and the vision of the new executive director. And she is Dr. Nicole Andrews, who joins us tonight, along with Public Relations and Marketing Manager Andre Kelly. Welcome to The Rundown. Great to have both of you here tonight.
Thank you for having us.
So let's talk about this, because National Training Agency, I know, has been a partner with us, the Broadcasting Corporation, in getting so much done. What are these new initiatives, and what is the training agency looking to do as it pivots to another dimension now? Let's start with you, Doctor.
Well, thank you once again for having us on the show.
Sure.
Good evening, Bahamas. So we're really excited here at the National Training Agency, and we're really looking to really fulfill our mandate, which is to ensure that the workforce is highly productive, that it's competitive globally, and that we're really meeting the needs of the Bahamian economy, that we're able to help outfit jobs in the workplace so that we can really thrive as a nation. So with the National Training Agency, we have several programs. One of our key programs is our job preparation program. And in that program, it's actually a free program for our Bahamians between ages of 16 to 26.
Free, you just got people's attention just now. Free, free. Okay.
Yes, definitely. And it's a part of the overall mandate of Ministry of Labor under the Minister responsible, Minister Honorable Pierre Glover role. And we really want to ensure that Bahamians take advantage of the opportunities that are available. And in the workforce job preparation program, essentially what happens is 14 weeks of training, 4 weeks of soft skills, and then 10 weeks of practical skills. And when individuals come through this program, they come out ready for the workforce. Sometimes employers complain or comment that the individuals are really not job ready. Okay, they have communication problems, okay, or they are not able to perform properly in interviews. And so at National Training Agency, we want to just alleviate all those problems and make sure that workforce is ready. So soft skills training, we train actually our learners to ensure that they can perform well on interviews. They can perform well with resumes. That's another complaint that came up, that they are able to manage themselves, that they understand the dynamics of the workforce, that they understand teamwork as they get into the workforce. So we have a myriad of soft skills that empower them to really perform and thrive when they get into the workforce. And then taking it there, we also go into practical skills. There are many, and this is a growing area for us. We have teacher's aides. We also have auto mechanics, auto body. We also have persons who, Andre, can you chime in and say some of the other ones that we do have?
We also have persons who are navigating culinary foundations, culinary experiences, and then we also have those persons who want to sort of navigate some allied health options as well. And so there's just so many options at the National Training Agency. We also have the Institute of Leadership and Management, and this is something that prepares those persons who are stepping into leadership roles or those persons who are already in leadership roles to enhance and elevate their productivity, but also to own the leadership role. In our Commissioner of Police, Shanta Knowles, she is a prime example of that. She would have navigated that journey along with so many other leaders who are making an impact in the country.
So really and truly, there's no excuse that you should be in the workplace and say, I need some skills upgrade. There's an opportunity to get the skills that you need worked on. There should be nobody out there saying, I can't get a job, because you're actually directly impacting the employability issue. People are saying, oh, they're not employable. They can't conduct interviews, like you said. No, they don't know how to communicate. These are things that you can get fixed and get addressed.
Certainly, Clint. And another thing that's going on is some employees are indicating that they can't find skilled laborers for the job. And so we want to close that gap. That skill gap is real, and we want to close that and ensure that those areas are filled so that as a nation we thrive. We thrive, the businesses thrive, the organizations thrive, and young people, we understand that the unemployment number is decreasing, and we're grateful for that. But there are still opportunities that need to be filled, and the young persons that we cater to, we want them upskilled so that they can take advantage of those opportunities and truly succeed in their life.
Is everyone trainable?
I believe so. And the reason I said that is because of our very mandate at the National Training Agency. Our core is that we really cater to, when it comes to job preparation, individuals who somewhat have been written off in society or did not perform well in school. I'm coming from a belief set, according to Dr. Miles Monroe, that there's potential within everyone. And it's a matter of uncovering, unlocking, and releasing that. And this is the work we're poised to do at National Training Agency, to awaken and release out of these young persons what's on the inside. So I believe everyone is trainable. Everyone has something to offer on the planet. Everyone has something to bring here. The Bahamas, we are a great little nation. We do marvelous things. Our people are all over the world, and so it's something on the inside of us. It's been placed there by our Creator. And so at National Training Agency, we're here to bring that out of these young persons. They have something to offer. They have something to give to our nation, and we're going to make sure it comes out.
Is there still a fear by people of going to class, going into training, even those who work in the public service, and you say, well, you need to go to a workshop, and they're like, oh, Lord, I can do a course. Is there still this fear or taboo that I don't know if I can be able to sit in a classroom and be able to pass a class?
I believe that fear exists. Truthfully, I believe it exists. But I'd like to mitigate that fear by saying, in our environment, it's not teaching, we're actually training. And we're about...
And there is a difference.
Yes. And so we're about the training, the practicalities of things, and everyone can learn. Everyone can learn, and we believe that. And so persons need not be afraid. We're there holding their hands each step of the way. And for us, I suppose we can use the song, if I can help somebody as I travel along, then our living at NTA will not be in vain. And so this is why we're here. And I also want to really commend our executive chairman, Ms. Agatha Marcel, over the years who've laid an amazing platform and foundation at the National Training Agency, and her fine team, and have caused us just really walking on those shoulders to really set this work forward and push it forward and take it to the next level.
So, Andre, what do people need to know in order to be a part or take part in what the National Training Agency is offering?
So I think people need to know that there are opportunities for you to partner with us. Partnering simply means if you have a loved one who could be between the ages of 16 to 26, they need a second chance, they need another opportunity to gain some sort of skill set and competency-based skill set. NTA is here. If you have a friend, a church member, NTA is here. But also, if you are a part of corporate Bahamas, private or public sectors, and you feel like these young people, maybe the more senior persons, they maybe aren't employable, maybe they need need some training as well, the National Training Agency is here. We have so many programs that are actually designed and specifically tailored for companies. We have our core program, as mentioned, the Mandatory Workforce Preparatory Program, but we also have the Institute of Leadership in Management, and then we have some internationally recognized certifications by city and guilds. Partner with us to take your job readiness, your productivity in the workplace to another level.
Well, definitely salute that. I'll give you the final thought there. The new national, I call it the new National Training Agency. Whenever you have a new leader, it's a vision of newness. What do you want to say to the public regarding NTA?
NTA is here for every step of their journey. Whether you're a young person, 16 to 26, or you love that young person, as a community, let's come together. You know somebody who needs this program. Encourage them, speak to them, and help them sign up. We have a cohort starting in February the 9th, and we would love to see that filled up. Opportunities are available to Bahamians. Let's embrace these opportunities. And we also offer, even as was said, our Institute of Leadership and Management. It's all about building the workforce. We started with the younger persons and also the supervisors and managers. Let's take advantage of this opportunities so that we can better the Bahamas. And even even training rooms and events, rentals, we have available. So if you have some training you want to offer or an organizational event, we're here to facilitate that at National Training Agency as well. So we welcome you all to come on board and sign up your young persons, let the young persons sign up as well, so they can embrace the opportunities and become all they've been created to be.
And Dr. Andrews and Andrew Kelly, thank you, Dr. Kelly. Thank you for both being here tonight. And of course, the work you're doing at NTA, continue to do it. We look forward to seeing great success from the training agency.
Thank you very much.
All right. When we come back tonight, closing us off tonight is, of course, the Zonta Club of Nassau, New Providence, of International, whichever one you want it to be. We're going to talk about some important initiatives going on over the last couple of days and a few more days left, 16 days of activism, we call it. We're going to talk about what that really means and why you need to be aware of it and how we're going to end violence against girls and women. We're going to talk about that right after the break. Stay close.
After 30 years of banking, I've decided to take a leap of faith. I moved from banking into an untapped industry, which is manufacturing in the Bahamas. And now we are standing on 3 acres of land on which we're going to be putting the Bahamas' first end-to-end plastic recycling company, Eden Recycling and Manufacturing Company Limited. Eden has 2 arms, recycling and manufacturing.
This is groundbreaking for us. It's never been done before. It really makes a difference, not only in the Bahamas, but even around the world. This is not just a project that we're doing so that we can make a couple of dollars. We want to make sure that it benefits those who come after us. In future generations, we hope that this is a small vision, that they will take it and they'll expand on it. We can have the formula for what it means to do end-to-end recycling in the Bahamas, in the region, and even if we have to export these ideas and thoughts and concepts even into the U.S.
You want me to come take care of Maggie and Dan for 2 weeks? True?
Beck?
Are you two boyfriend and girlfriend? No.
This is going to be a really magical Christmas for them because of you, all the work that you've been doing.
I think they're nosy, but they must really like you too.
Coming up, amidst everlasting cheer, top long-distance runners battle in Barbados. Regional trade gets an additional boost. Relief continues to flow into Jamaica. It's all next on this station.
This holiday season, the music of Christmas comes alive with the Royal Bahamas Police Force Band at the annual Christmas Beat Retreat. Experience festive melodies, vibrant performances, and the proud tradition of one of the nation's most beloved bands. It's the Royal Bahamas Police Force Band's annual Christmas Beat Retreat, Sunday, December 14th at 4 p.m. live, right here on the ZNS Television Network, and live streaming on our Facebook and YouTube platforms.
The internet is an essential tool for children and adults. It can be used to research school reports, communicate with teachers, and play interactive games. But online access also comes with risks, such as inappropriate content, cyberbullying, and online predators. Here are a few safety tips to help keep you and your children safe. Do not post too much personal information such as home addresses and phone numbers. Keep your privacy settings on and practice safe browsing to ensure children don't go on any inappropriate.
Finally tonight, the Zonta Club is in studio to talk really about its 16 Days of Activism campaign to end violence against girls and women. Joining us are Zonta International Area Director and Campaign Coordinator Marissa Mason-Smith, along with Zonta Club of New Providence President Janet McKenzie. Ladies, welcome to the show. Good to have you.
Thank you.
So let's talk about it. We're in Orange for a reason. We didn't just coordinate our wardrobe. It's for a cause, and you've been seeing it on our logos during the 7 o'clock news and 7:30 news. And of course, the 16 Days of Activism talk about that because it's something we've been doing every year now, and many people may not know what it's all about. Let's talk about what it's about.
Well, Zonta Bahamas is part of an international organization, and every year, in a collaboration with other clubs around the world and in collaboration with the United Nations, 25th of November to the 10th of December, we celebrate and we acknowledge that we say no to violence in our campaigns. And so clubs around the world are advocating against violence against women and girls. Zonta's motto is building a better world for women and girls. And statistics have shown that 1 in every 3 women are killed or affected by intimate violence, by someone they know. And the United Nations research shows that over 813 million women are killed. And we see that here in the Bahamas as well.
Do we?
Yes, we may not have all the statistics readily available because there are many times persons do not report some of the sexually assaulted issues or challenges that we see with violence. But I commend the Royal Bahamas Police Force for the work that they're doing in bringing a lot of this of these perpetrators to justice. And so Zonta, we believe that no woman's life should be in fear of violence. And so part of our mandate is to advocate for empowering women and girls. And we look forward to our continuous efforts of educating our women and girls about the signs of violence, what to look for in toxic relations, and how to get out and how to get help. And so our campaign has been heightening the awareness of what violence is, identifying the signs, and where to go and get help. Because when we look in our country, more than 72% of our households are headed by single mothers, which means that if a mother is taken out from that family, the children will suffer, our communities will suffer. And so we want to empower our women to be able to take care of themselves and their families. And many times, gender-based violence is a result of sometimes lack of economic power.
Right.
And so we...
I wonder, how do we intervene and stop the cycle? Because as Marissa just said, that, you know, when you have such a high volume of families led by single mothers, if they're taken out, those kids are impacted. But I'm thinking, even if they're not taken out, if they're involved in toxic relationships, it impacts those children. And we see the cycle continuing over because children see that and adopt it as a form of normalcy. Yes. How do we break that cycle?
So one of the ways that Zonta breaks that cycle is we have, as a part of our campaign, a healthy relationship. So let me tell you a bit about it. So our healthy relationship presentations and campaign is a curriculum based for students. So let me tell you, when we first started, we were just focusing on young ladies, high school. And through going into the school and communicating and understanding what is going on, we decided, okay, we're gonna do co-ed because we want to bring the boys along too. And we want to go a little lower because we want to catch the children while they're very young. So that is one of our campaigns. Both clubs do it. We sit down every year and decide, okay, I'm going to take these schools. Nassau Club is going to take that school. We go together, we do. Once we're there, if anything is identified, we know that we have the guidance counselors, so we bring them in on it. But that is one of our main ways to get the message out there.
Are we seeing a difference? Are we turning the corner yet?
I want to believe we are, because I think, one, the information reaching one family, those children will take it home. That this is unacceptable. This is not good. Bullying. You know, we even talk about human trafficking. All of these are instances of violence. It's not always someone shooting you or physically attacking you, but it's the psychological implications of violence. And the way we speak to our children, the names we call our children, and, you know, sometimes it's generational that we think that this is normal. We saw daddy beat mommy, we saw granddaddy beat mommy, and so you find that's a part of their normalcy. So Zonta, we are determined, we advocate very strongly year-round to go into our schools, even in the universities. In the University of the Bahamas, we do have clubs where we're going there, and just recently we did a symposium at the University of the Bahamas, as the UB being one of our partners on the theme, uniting against digital violence against women and girls.
And that is really big.
Tell me about that, because now you're introducing a whole different platform where we before may have ignored, but now we see a lot of it happening. I mean, people are just, they barbecue you on digital media with images and with the shaming and with the commenting. Everybody all of a sudden has strength behind
somebody's name. So we know technology has united us for good. And sometimes for bad. And we know that people use the screen to hide behind. In today's society, we can have it in all kinds of ways. We can have cyber stalking. We can have deep fake. You know, your face on somebody else's body doing something untoward. All those things, sharing person's location, where they live, taking pictures of their houses, taking pictures of them in their own space and just putting it out there, being malicious. So once we realized that, guess what? Violence is not only just physical, we now have to look into the cyber world. So what we did, we had a webinar as a part of our 16 days of activism, and we had Dr. Sean Knowles, a very good partner of ours, and we also had Pastor Scavala from the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and we had one of our very up-and-coming, interesting, intelligent detective, Fernanda, who works in that space, and we were able to just unpack the challenges and give solutions to those persons who was on that Zoom.
Wow, that's powerful. I think if we can affect people's lives, particularly in the space, especially social media. I mean, I can't begin to talk. We'll be here all night talking about the abuse that you see go on and how people normalizing this is okay to say things about people and post things about people and all of that stuff.
Some people don't even think it's wrong.
Right, because that's the culture they're coming up in.
They don't even realize it's violent behavior.
Yes, it is violent.
It's a violent behavior. And so we encourage through our presentations that parents need to have boundaries as it relates to their children's phones, what they can watch, and have that protection on that, because many times these instruments are used as babysitters.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they are proud
Give them the tablet. Give them the phone. Go in the corner.
Yes.
And it's really dangerous because now they're normalizing nonsense.
Yes, yes.
And they're thinking the child out of the way and behaving so well. The child is ingesting all of that and thinking that's normal behavior.
And our women, young girls, are being preyed upon because many times these persons come on, these perpetrators come on and send them message and tell them they're beautiful and all these messages, and they think that this is genuine. And before they know it, they're in a scam. Their photos, their information is being exported throughout the world.
So let me ask you, why 16 days?
It's a mandate from the United Nations.
Yes.
So we are a part of many international conventions, and that is one that we do share.
When does it end, the 16 days?
The 10th of December, interestingly, that is Human Rights Day, the 10th of December. So it starts the 25th of November every year, ends on the 10th of December.
Any special activities planned for the upcoming days?
We've had. Oh, you want to go ahead? But I want to say that we've been doing a whole lot. And we are very excited about a symposium we're going to be hosting on December 12th with the vulnerable community, persons with disabilities, and helping them to educate them about what are the signs and how to give them access to the police and to social services. And we're expecting them. So we're expecting a very powerful time. And again, Madam Janet, President, you want to talk a little bit more about that, but it's going to be a time of empowering, sharing, educating, because many times these persons are also victims of violence.
All because they're vulnerable.
Yes.
And sometimes we tend to forget. This year we made sure that we got some of those niche areas that sometimes are forgotten, like our vulnerable population. So we're going to have a good time with them. It's going to be in a closed session, so they'll be able to open up and speak freely. We're going to have awesome panelists who are very excited. I mean, I was on the phone with one of them just a few minutes ago, just excited to be there. And I can tell you, as we sat down and we planned, we were excited. So looking forward to that opportunity of sharing with them and, of course, giving them the tools and to fight domestic violence and violence in general in their space.
I think we got to say thank you to you for staying the course. Staying the cause, staying the course, and making sure that our people understand what it is that you're fighting for. Congratulations to both of you. And to the entire organization for this mandate. Thank you for being on the show tonight.
I just want to also thank the Minister of Social Services, Information Broadcasting, as well as the Ministry of Social Services in particular, for their strategic partnership with us each year. And so we work in collaboration with them and other NGOs because this work is national. And so we are grateful and thankful to our community for walking with us and journeying with us to say no to violence in all its forms.
Thank you. Thank you for being a part. And that's it for the rundown. Actually, we're going on a Christmas break. We'll be back for a special town hall meeting next week, Wednesday, live from Cat Island with Prime Minister Davis. So I'll be back for that. But other than that, we'll be back in the new year and let you enjoy some Christmas specials on ZNS. And so make sure you stay locked to the ZNS network for all of the latest and news and information, especially tonight. The Bombers tonight at 11. It's a final newscast of the day with all the latest news and information with Corval Pyfram. He's preparing now for the 11 o'clock news. He has some new stories for you. He'll give it to you at 11 o'clock. For all of us, I'm Clint Watson. Thanks so much for joining us. Please stay safe. Have a great holiday. Good night, everyone.
Montague, I'm Opal Roach. This is ZNS.
You and Your Money is brought